will give you good news afterwards.
Hush.
I know.
Good evening and welcome to the Darkmom Consortium for June the 24th, 2021. We are on the Dlukta, the lithium mines or the asteroids, whatever the heck it is. Hi, Mr. Dave. How are you? And
Good
tonight,
evening, Mar Hawkman. Good evening, Mr. Dave.
Mr. Dave is our special guest star tonight, or rather, his ship is our special guest star tonight, because we're going to trick out his ship. We're going to do a little practical business
We're gonna
first.
we're gonna do what we can. We'll
Yeah.
help you.
Hey, Mr. Dave, I didn't even ask, what's your budget?
I mean, because in reality,
I mean, we'll
we
throw.
could burn through a hell of a budget.
Yeah, my biggest question is, can we get stuff from like the fleet stores? Can we get stuff from Colony and things like that if we need to?
And we blow like a ton of dilithium and reputation stuff if we need to.
Okay, it's whatever's on Madison. Who's hold on? I thought you said you wanted us to do Zoe. Do you want us to do Zoe or Madison? What's your preference? We'll start with one and then we can switch to the other. The other.
We are pimps after all. Oh, by the way, Mom,
Yes, sir.
I pimped my own starship a little bit.
Of course you did.
No,
Of course you
different one.
did.
Different one.
Oh, which one?
You know how I got that juggernaut with the R&D pack?
Yes.
I really got it for the trait because the trait was a huge one, and I'm just going to go through this. My original plan was to get a bunch of agony phaser cannons onto my Gagarin because I was going to do a cannon build on there.
Okay.
Well, and this gets more complex. I had got the cannons all set up, and I didn't start on the Gagarin yet. Okay. In the
Okay.
meantime, I helped somebody build a Defiant with the cannon build, and kind of stumbled and kind of realized something. So I tried it on my Morrigu,
Yeah.
and I think you've seen the results. That scatter, fire, torp, spread Morrigu I've been running lately,
Hmm. And what are you?
which had almost 100% uptime. But in trying to get that, I found out I had to go get the trade off one of the intertwined tactical matrices off basically the Gagarin, and I found out something based on my Romulan.
Which is?
The Gagarin's not a great ship for a cannon build.
Really?
No, you don't
Because?
get you. Well, you don't have. It doesn't have enough tactical slot to do a scatter volley
Okay.
3. Simply put, you need a commander slot for Scatter Volley 3. It only has Lieutenant Commander. So you can do it, but it won't be as good.
Got it.
Anyway, after doing that, I'm going, I have all these cannons. Maybe I'll move them over to another tune to Defiant. And then it hit my brain. Why don't I do the same thing I do with the Defiant on this Juggernaut?
Okay.
So
How'd
this
that work out?
Juggernaut's. Let's put it this way: I did with Cushland a 2-person Kittimer advanced, and when
Yes.
you blow up a couple of blow up a couple of the generators, the cube appears over the transfer.
Right. Right.
It died instantly.
That sounds good.
I died once on there because I goofed watching my health levels because I was just so fascinated watching this thing devastate stuff. But I think potentially speaking, based off the Morgan now this Juggernaut, it could be it may not be a great build for the may not be a great ship and build for a DPS ship, but it'll be quite fun and it will take care of business.
Okay.
The Morgu is about the same way, so and I know you have one. I know you have at least one of the ships for that. So
Me? Nah,
Well,
never. I have no extra ships.
Yeah, well, no, you don't. I don't think you need an extra. I think you. I mean, you have the legendary defiance, so you get the Withering Barrage and overpowered overgun. Then you have the Gagarin for entwined tactical matrices. You have what you need.
Yes, I was being facetious.
I know. I'm trying to be helpful. I promised I would go through stuff and help you build
Well,
evil stuff.
I'm getting ready to focus on the important stuff to lithium this weekend, obviously, since I'm running around here in
Obviously,
Dlugta. And
I
then
did.
all of next week is focusing on getting ready for Risa. Getting out the
Yeah, bet.
swimsuits, getting my bikini set, all that
I
stuff.
need to go. I really need to go buy the. I need to buy a couple the tank top and a couple of shirts
Yep,
just to change out my
yeah, gotta have the outfits.
off duty out. Off change out my off duty outfit. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, I did promise after all the grief we all gave you Monday that I would help you with stuff, and I just wanted
That's
to let you know you get
fine.
for a very simple build, and it seems very effective.
It did occur to me though, we should create 2 new accounts for Vegas because
We should.
I don't have any spare spots on my existing accounts for people to play.
The alt one I gotta exist. The alt one I do have some existing, but technically I gotta build a Dominion on that one. I haven't logged in today for
Yeah,
that.
somebody had mentioned that we could use their account, and I'm thinking, no, 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 no. What if stuff disappears? No, we are not doing that. So we'll
Yeah,
create some new accounts.
we'll create some new accounts. Yeah,
And if somebody wants to play a higher level account, then I can pull something off my meh account.
I will even make a comment here for people. How about this? If you sign up, I mean, the fact is, we'll make the account. We'll make a dummy email for it probably,
Mm-hmm.
but this can be open to the streamers. This could be open to people who sign up at the booth. There'll be a random drawing after we can do a random drawing after Vegas, and they can get the account and whatever's on, whatever ends up on there.
Yeah, well, that's what we did last time. We had
Yeah,
4 people take the old accounts
right.
with all the stuff that had accumulated on there.
Yep. This time it's only going to be two, just
Mm.
because. But what do you guys think of that? I mean, I doubt there are going to be any tier 6 ships or anything like that, but I mean, it could be a big storage place for stuff if you want.
Yeah. So we can do that. We can talk about that at the convention as well. Well, let me finish
Yep.
this. Before we do anything else, though, we have healing teammates. So if you haven't
Yep.
done that, we need to do that. We have whoever needs to do event.
I technically need you today because the other good news today.
Yes.
Well, the bad news, the condenser fan motor on the refrigerator went kaput.
Yes.
I got to use one. I got one from the used appliance store for $10, installed it, and I fixed the refrigerator.
Woohoo. Well, that's good.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm feeling good about that. I did well.
As you should. Boy, that's annoying. Um,
Oh, by the
okay.
way,
Yes.
I'm I've been having this trouble, and I'm going to throw this out to I don't know how many people we got watching right now. Let's
A
see,
few.
4 people watch. You, me, more Hawkman,
And Mr. Dave.
Mr. Dave. You got? Do you guys? And I'll even throw it out. I will throw it out. I'll throw it out here. On the when you do the loadouts, they're supposed to save your traits. Is that working for anybody?
Sometimes.
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 Okay. Okay, because I was switching back and forth between a couple of ships the other day, and I noticed my traits aren't changing at all.
Yeah, sometimes they
Not that,
change. Sometimes they don't.
so it's iffy and probably should be reported. Gotcha.
So, does anybody else need to do an event? Does anybody else need to do a endeavor?
Do we want to do the event first, or do we want to
I'm good
do,
with doing
or
the
do we
event
want?
first. I'm
Okay, let me change to my Romulan.
Is it
So you
Federation
can
or
what?
KDF Romulan?
It's a Fed Romulan.
And I'll grab this one. Yeah, let's do the Universal next, Marhawkman.
Yeah, then we'll do the Universal.
And then we're going to get out Mr. Dave's ship and we're going to start tweaking it. He's given us access to his ship so that we can play with it.
But Mom, if you somebody name the ship the instead of the Morgoo, the Murder Goo.
Sounds like you.
Yeah, I did it. I did it as a joke, and everybody who's heard it loves the name, and I'm going, if I do this on another Romulan, I'm just going to name the ship that, or if there's a legendary. Anyway,
All right, if you would like to join up for the event, what's Romulan for murder? That's a really good question.
I
Yes.
really, I really want to know if somebody can freaking give me a Romulan name for murder. I'll do it.
The Romulan Dictionary. Let's see what
Well,
we've got.
I know the basis of all the Romulan stuff
Lach.
I've done. Lots.
L-L-A-K-H. Lach.
The Lahu. Yeah.
L-L-A-K-H. There you go.
Yeah, it should have been an apostrophe instead of the semicolon, but we get the idea.
And here's the other word you want to put into it. The Lach Etre.
Okay.
It's the
Well,
murder machine.
Ah, I can dig it.
I figured you would. Lach goo. What's goo? What is
The end of
goo?
the end of Morgoo.
The Lach goo. Okay, yeah, I could see that. Wonder if it's
Not the murder machines. But like the truth of this was Lakh Etra. The murder machine. I like it. As I take notes. And suddenly it's got very quiet.
yes, yes. I'm looking at different words here in Klingon, or sorry, in Romulan to see what else I can do.
Oh, no problem.
Okay, so let's queue for the event first. So give me an X.
Yeah.
DT, who are you on?
I put an X up. I was on Mick.
There, way up there. Okay. And then we'll do the Universal after that. At least Universal 1. Because I have 2 tunes to do it on.
Yeah.
Anybody else for event?
I may test some stuff out on Valve ships later too, because basically I gotta do healing in space for the Universal to get that done today. I have to do 10 Valve ships, then 30 Valve ships in Dyson space.
Well, at
One of
least.
those will go off at once.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's a good one.
Yeah.
So just looking here, we've got other people doing Star Trek Online tonight. Dragon's Lair, Kessel, Grumpy. So kind of busy night. Netu, Wolfie, Fred Kasdan, Scott 40 Game, Benamix 1701, Viking Warrior, and JMC. So we've got quite a few people on.
I'm kind of curious how Wolfie's build changes worked out.
Hopefully very well, but I bet she's really tired at this moment.
No, she probably is.
She probably is, yes. I am. I went to class, got to class at 5:30, which is a little bit earlier than usual. Chatted with my instructor, chatted with the kids who came in. All of a sudden, it's 6:05, classes ready. It's overtime to start, so we start up. We do good.
Can we do 2 things today?
Yes.
There's something they snuck in I didn't know about. We have a red alert.
We do? We have red alerts?
We do. We have red alerts.
Woot, woot. They still don't.
I've been busy. I've been busy, so I didn't get to log in yet today. And it's like I just took a look
We
and red
do have
alerts.
red alerts. Wow. Because gosh knows we don't have enough stuff to do. Hold on. Are we done with the
Oh
event
no,
though?
no, the event's still the
No.
event.
The event's over.
Oh, the event's over, so we got red
Aha.
alerts.
That's why we got red alerts. Okay.
Okay,
Good. Well, then we
then
don't.
we're gonna do a red alert though.
Well, gosh darn it. If I had known that, I would have finished up my event stuff this morning and gotten some more dilithium.
Oh,
Gosh darn it.
same here. I was up early enough today. I could have done it, but
Well, this is one a day for 5 days, so no biggies here. All
yeah,
right.
no.
Because we can't have a weekend without an event. All right, so we're going to do the red alert event. If anybody wants to join up, we got DT and me running on Federations. Anybody else game? I hear somebody stribble.
Oh, that's the game. I'm in space. It's a game, so
Oh, you're
try
just
not
too
to.
awesome, or Hawkman. You know, it's weird. The event was still up and no, or was it? Yeah, the event was
Was
still
up?
up and running at noon.
Yeah, noon your time.
Noon my
Yeah,
time, so after the patch.
yeah, it was. Yeah,
Because
I
they
mean,
didn't.
I got it. I got in briefly after the patch, but then somebody, the refrigerator's not working. I know it's not working. Is
Bummer. Well, I could have gotten more dilithium and I didn't. I'm so bummed. All right.
it's
Anybody
okay.
else? You got a preference, DT?
My preference is generally the Borg
Mm-hmm.
or the Tholian.
Let's go Tholian. That's been running fast lately.
Yep.
We are queued for Tholians.
All right.
Let's see. So it's 7:18. Then I'm going to have to do it on my other account too. Then we will do the Universal and get into some
Technically,
shipbuilding.
yeah. Yeah, I'll run with you if you need to do your alt. There's our Weeboo.
Weeboo.
Or
Yeah, it's
I
going to
can
take all of.
start. I can start on my Voth afterwards,
Okay.
probably with this ship, and then I'll switch back over to my tank so we can go do our cheating whole heal team stuff.
Okay. Hi, Kenobi. How are you tonight?
Hello, Kenobi. How you doing? Once again, thank you for the help on my ship. Well, officially, my disruptor damage is done now.
Yeah, I had to do AP damage this morning. It's like, oh, done. That was
Yeah.
easy. So I was going to say I went to class, got there at 5:30, did my class. It ended at 7, and the two little kids went running out the door without a parent. So of course the instructor went running right after them, even though they live next door to the school, so it's not like there's a danger involved. Well, that was easy.
Yep.
And he didn't
Which
come.
makes
He didn't come back for a while. When he did come back, we wound up chatting till well after 8. So 3-hour drive home, hour time change. It was after midnight, and I was so tired. Slept through this morning show.
uh,
I was very tired this morning.
yeah, it was raining like crazy last night, so I was kept up for a bit. Near the rain though. Then again, like I said this morning, tried to do stuff, and suddenly, and somebody was just going on and on about the refrigerator. So I got to the point. Okay, we'll go down to the used place where they got this for. We'll go see what they have.
Mm-hmm.
They had nothing.
Yeah,
Just nothing.
not
Just
a big
nothing brought
surprise.
in. Yeah, not big surprise. This time of year, stuff's gonna break like that.
Mm-hmm.
Explain the points. It's like, well, if you know the model number, and it's like, and I'm going, wait, I looked up the part number on Chrome. I can show you the part, man.
There you go. All right, who needs to do the universal, which is healing? I got to think about which ship is going to work for healing, though.
I will have to strip off a lot of stuff on the tank, but I can deal with healing too. So,
I'm trying to think. Well, if I've got a protomatter, I'm pretty good with healing. Good evening, WC. How are you?
I have the structural capacitor, so it's pretty good at healing too.
I think I've got structural capacitors.
I
But if
got
I've got both,
the
it's even better.
yeah, I got the structural linkage. I got the overall SIF. I got the structural capacitor. I got the overall SIF linkage, and I got, even though it's very low powered, I got a hazard emitter, so we can heal.
Hmm. Maybe not this one. Let's take a look.
But I know some of this heals because, like I said, a couple runs the other day. Unfortunately, they were low enough level that nobody was getting that, and everybody who was getting hurt was getting way too far away that I couldn't get enough healing done. But
Hmm.
keeping it on our Federation theme,
Okay.
woohoo! Do 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 do. And don't forget, after Mom gets her alternate endeavor, and I go and during the downtime, I blow up a bunch of Voth ships. We're going to do a little bit of work on Mr. Dave's build. I don't know what the ship is. All I know is the type of damage he wants to do.
Okay. Anybody else for healing? Marhawkman, you said you needed to do some healing?
We'll throw a group. We can throw a group together and do
Yep.
this. 5 people, Ruins of Doom. Easiest way to do this.
Mm-hmm. We all need healing.
Oh,
Or are you, Mr.
I
Dave?
got a feeling I need structural healing.
There you go.
Structural healing.
Mr. Dave. Sorry, not Mr. Dave. Marhawkman, where are you? Why am I not seeing you?
I had to figure out how I was going to do that because you said we all need healing. It's like that the Marvin Gaye song popped into my head, and I just kind of needed to figure out. I can't really. That doesn't quite fit. How do I change it? I'm, as Mom knows, whenever you're on there with me, it's completely insane. We like being insane. Insane is our bread and butter.
It is indeed.
After all, my insanity had what had in that first year our wonderful fleet mob doing the Nimbus dance competition live on our Risa set booth.
Oh yeah, absolutely. No, I
And
did.
she hit and she did it. She was great about it. But oh, she hated that dance competition live.
It was tough. It was surprisingly tough to do it.
Well, you gotta think about it, it's like 15 minutes of dancing.
It's 15 minutes of dancing. I'm bummed, Mr. Dave, but I'm not real surprised. This is. Let's just say that when we went to get the booth, it was buy one get, or sorry, when we went to get the table, it was buy one get one free, and that's telling you that these things are not going to be well attended at the moment. So I'm
Yeah.
crossing my fingers. All right. So what we're going to
Well,
do, DT, I sent you an invite, but you clearly don't have it. Let's try that
I
again.
never got it.
Who are you on?
I'm on Eval.
Oh, that's why I thought it was on the other one.
That would be why.
Hmm. There you go.
Like I said, that would be the easiest one to finish up all the healing with.
All right, so let's launch for Ruins of Doom.
We could do this.
Mm-hmm.
Patrols. Let's see. Beta Quadrant. Ruins of Doom.
Detecting
Launching.
unusual readings from the spore colonies in this system. They're mutating at an accelerated rate, absorbing
Now,
and
if anybody
emitting
needs
some nasty
major,
radiation as they do so.
how far along are you on your healing, Mom?
I haven't even started. I was working all day.
Okay, I'll tell you what I'm going to do.
Oh, we need to wait for Mar Hawkman. Mar Hawkman,
I know we got to wait for more Hawkmen, but I'm going to try to make this slightly easier and taking off the shields from my ship because we went through this last time. My ship doesn't take much damage.
yeah,
We'll start with the hull with the shields off my ship for this.
yeah, that's what I usually do. Okay, one of us will go in and take damage, and the other two we can alternate who takes damage and who heals.
Uh, I'm jumping for the first damage shot. We'll see how it goes.
Oops, let me fix that right there.
And there's
There.
ships to shoot at, so
Yeah, first round there will be.
my ship's not taking much damage.
Yeah, I know. Oh, it's already there. Good. Usually I have to stay in there twice in a row.
Yeah.
So you doing the healing then, Mar Hawkman?
Now I'm gonna pull off. I'll pull off the second part. That's off the deflector now. Because I'm still having too much hull regen. I will do it about that. My ship has a lot of health, so guys, it's not going to take a lot of damage.
Yeah, I rip off shields and everything I can dream up.
And that was annoying. I didn't even take damage on
No,
that
you
one.
didn't. Let's see, what else can you get rid of? Take off your deflector?
Deflector's off. I'm pulling off the proto matter consoles.
Okay. There you go, I took some damage.
Yep. About now, guys.
Lucy says hull damage is just something that happens to other people, right?
Yeah, yeah. Hull damage does not occur to. About now.
Can you get him there, Mar Hawkman, or do you want me to?
I'll take the shots, and then basically every time I'm done, I
Alrighty.
get down to the low 80s, just hit whoever's got it up, hit me,
Okay.
because that's about as far as it's going to go. And just, I don't think something kicked up there, so. We'll both take shots.
Mhm.
We can get.
Hull integrity below 75%. Hull integrity below 50%. Hull integrity below 25%.
Let's deal with the next spore colony before the Mokai send reinforcements.
How much healing did you get on me?
Let's see, I'm about 30,000 now. So I got about that. I got about 10,000 on you, I think.
Well, I've got 900 out of 50,000.
Mr. Dave, why don't you come in here too? We'll go. We'll all heal each other.
Mr. Dave is letting me use his
Oh,
account.
I mean,
Mar Hawkman's at 30,000, so that's
our
good.
Hawkman, yeah.
Hull integrity below 75%. Hull integrity below 50%. Integrity below 25%.
That's fun, a little daisy chain there. I heal you, you heal me.
This may not work. That one gives a lot of resistance.
Under attack. Hull integrity below 75%. Hull integrity below 50%. Hull integrity below 25%.
Thank you, Mr. Marhockman. Hey, Wolfie, Wolfie. Wolfie's
Hey,
in.
Wolfie.
She's in chat. Game chat.
Hull integrity below 75%.
Woo, I'm up to 2,000. Woo!
For some reason, one of my abilities is not queuing, which makes this very annoying.
What are you at, Marhockman? Done. Okay. Well, you come on in here and take some damage.
Shields failing.
DT, you want to heal me?
Hull integrity below 50%.
Did you get more than 5? And Daddy's already healing you.
Ship
Well, thank you.
Person who didn't need the damage is healing you now.
shields have failed. Hull integrity below 50%.
Done.
Hull integrity below 25%.
I'm still cooling down from everything. I got 27 seconds left.
Mine's done, so basically I just gotta find ways to heal you now.
Hull integrity below 25%.
Yep. Oops, that's not what I wanted.
Nope, you got too close there.
Yeah.
Want me to head back in?
Yep. Now I just have to do
Yeah.
the healing, so.
Our Hawk and both of us get in there, that'll help her out. Keep as much distance as you can, Mom.
Good evening, Abra. I gotta be within 5, so.
Shields failing. Hull integrity below 75%.
Ooh. Well, that gave me nothing at all. That's interesting.
Yeah, sometimes the council doesn't want to do anything.
Yeah, clearly. All right, I've got structural
That's
for next
where
one.
I'm kind of.
Hey, bye. Apparently so. I don't think I've got an engineering team on this one. I do not.
I'll switch something up to get one. You need to get in close and
I'm in close.
Target shields have failed.
and for some reason I cannot use my hazard mitters on you.
No, they're only good on you, I think.
No, I can't.
Wow.
I usually can heal others with hazard
Okay,
mitters.
I'm using structural, and it's
Yeah.
working, but it's very slow.
I'll jump in too.
It's up to 13. My brand new ships? I have no brand new ships. I am a woman with a budget. Because I got to get to Vegas. Paid for the hotels, or almost paid for the hotel. Paid for the airfare. Got the car ordered. Got the room or the booth paid for. And all the critical stuff.
Target shields have failed. Right shield failing.
That part is there's really nothing else I can take off this ship.
I'm only at 14,000. This is annoying as all heck.
And
Just because it takes so long to for everything to come off cooldown. Still got 50 seconds before structural comes off. Let's see,
Like-
just off curiosity. Doo. Let's try this.
Go for it.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
Yeah, engineering.
That give you a good boost.
Yeah, it took me up to 22. But really, that's not
Alright.
very much. That's the bad thing.
I know. It even took me a while with that, and
No. You're too strong.
I know.
Ship is under attack.
Okay, I'm at 32.
And then our Hawkman, if you're there, putting a heal on somebody is not going to help them.
Well, he's taking damage, which is helping me.
Yeah. But he's also using the structural capacitor to heal, so
Yeah, but mine dropped really low from being in so close. So you think of it. Hey, it looks like I got it.
all right, everybody got it now?
Yeah, let's double check. Yep, I got it. All right,
Okay.
shall we go kill these things?
Wait a moment, I'm re-equipping stuff, and then
Okay.
ship is re-equipped and ready to go. Let's go.
Colony
Let's go
neutralized.
call this
Head for the
colony.
next one.
I called it.
Picking up
All right.
ships on long-range sensors.
All
They're
right, let's
about
go
to
do
have
some
you.
murder.
Thank you, Mr. Dave.
Ship is under attack.
It's
Somebody murdered you.
pre-murdered, yes. We come into the game pre-murdered.
No, we're doing the healing thing, and my tank barely takes damage from the.
You built too well of a case there.
My tank is too effective. Yes.
We do indeed, WC. Oops. Called.
Well, Jula, we're now going to make you like hell.
I think I forced my recruit.
How'd you do that?
I don't know.
Okay.
You could restart it, because they started ridiculously high level anyway.
Yeah, well, I keep repeating the tutorial mission.
You keep repeating it?
Yeah, it keeps repeating for me. Like every time it tells, like whenever I get to Odo, it tells me to depart system.
That's because I think there's something you're missing before you do it. So
Okay.
viral.
Pi, I will check on that.
Not completely it, so. EC trash. It's all sellable EC trash.
I can barely hear you.
It's all sellable EC trash until I get out of here.
Oh, yeah.
The rebels are free. Let us dispose of this bastard and be done with it.
There we go.
most forms of
There we go. All right, let me check something really quick. Then we can. We don't have the event to do.
Yeah. Yeah, I might have built the tank a little too well.
Well, not really. No, you build it just fine. That's what it's supposed to do.
Yeah, it's supposed to go. But I mean, without a deflector, without shields, and it's still barely taking damage. Which, actually, considering this thing goes against Horde, that's actually good traits.
I must have your secret.
Okay, Pi. It's showing that it's available through the UK site. Oops. On the new one. Let's check the other one.
Volume 2 is now out.
Yes, it is. That's a really good question, Pi. It's showing, Amazon's showing it's available through all of the sites at the moment. So if there's an issue, it's something I can't control from here. Excuse me 1 second. I don't think it's because of Brexit, but it could well be because COVID has screwed up a lot of stuff. So they may not be printing from their site at the moment. Because remember, they print it locally. They don't print it and ship it over there. Alrighty, so I wanted to take out Mr. Dave's ship.
Alright.
Because I wanted to see how it's doing.
Do we have to do anything in your altar first, or are we good there for the moment?
Say that again?
Do we have to do anything on your alt account first, or are we good?
We can come back and do that later. I can get it in the morning or something. Alright, let me change this because I'm changing this. We don't want anyone to see this one.
Okay. Swapping characters around, so.
Yeah.
Because I will, while we're working, and I'm thinking I will probably go shoot some Loth.
All right. So, Mr. Dave. But if you pick Brazil, you can order it. Okay, well, I suppose you can order it from Brazil, or you can order it in the States, and we'll figure it out. All right, Mr. Dave. Zoe or Madison? We gotta start with one or the other. You have to tell me which one you want to start with. Oh, yeah, it is temporarily out of stock because it's just getting printed right now. It's just going into the system.
Yeah.
It said 5 to 7 days. Even though it exists, it won't be available for 5 to 7 days. Aside from the brief part of the intros, Volume 2 is the work of Centaurian Alpha, who offered to write one of them. Okay, let's see what Zoe's got first of all. I mean, we can steal the EC from Madison if you've got a shared bank account. I'm not above theft. So we're working with 2 million in EC. We don't have a lot of marks, so we're not going to be buying reputation gear. And we don't have any ore, but we've got about 500,000 in dilithium. So let's see what we're actually working with. I don't want anyone saying
like
anything about me hoarding. Look at that.
Mr. Dave, you win.
You do win. All right, so let's see what we're dealing with on Zoe's ship first. It's a Miracle
Yeah.
Worker flight deck carrier. The goal here... Oh, Mr. Dave, you've already got some nice phasers. Let's not switch it out for AP when you've got beautiful phasers.
Yeah. You have the
Yeah.
advanced phasers.
Yeah, I'm going to say stick with what you've got here. We need to tweak a few things, buy a few things for you, but holy moly, you've got some good stuff. And, you know, your phaser relays are all Mark 15. You've got one epic. You've got you've got 2 ultra rares, aside from maybe changing that out. And this here, our engineering and our science consoles, we definitely want to tweak those out a bit. But holy moly.
Does Mr. Dave have any X-ship upgrades? Only Mr. Dave knows.
I have no idea. Mr. Dave, do you have any X-ship upgrades? I'm not seeing any over here.
That would be the first point, and I think you're going to get one after you get down to the red alerts. I'd X-ship that thing.
Yeah.
That'll give you another universal console slot.
Also, you've got a ton of stuff in here that's kind of low level. And I'm not going to tell you to get rid of stuff, but you probably could make a fair amount of EC getting rid of some of this low level stuff, which should help you buy things. Right. But, oh, holy moly. I mean, yeah. Definitely, you've got infinity ones here. I'm going to say stick with this.
But all those advanced phasers are upgradable, so...
Yeah, but for the moment, we can live with this. Okay, so from where we're at this moment, let's go ahead and run an ISA. I think we can definitely do an ISA.
Yeah.
And see what we've got for our baseline. A couple of things I can see right off the bat that we can upgrade, make a little bit better. And I think our big changes are going to be in our consoles. Definitely in our traits. And let's see what we got for stations. Okay, so we're engineering heavy, if I'm reading this correct. Yep. Lee? Little light on the tactical because of configuration. Is any of this a universal? Science.
Popping up.
Yeah, we've got a universal bigger for the lieutenant station, so maybe be able to do something there. So we've got.
I'd probably first point. He's got a torpedo fire mode in there.
Mm-hmm.
But his ship has no torpedoes.
Yeah, we have that.
2 torpedo firing modes, so yeah.
Okay, so let's see what Evelyn's got first of all.
Yeah.
She doesn't have a lot, so let's start off with. Okay, in our lieutenant, we've got a universal. Do we want to stay with with engineering, or do we want to go into tactical? Would be my next question. This needs to be a beam ship.
Yes, this thing needs to be a beam ship.
Okay, so let's look at what Lorca's got here.
I will always suggest.
Orca's got a pretty good trait.
Okay, let's grab that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would always suggest for tactical, instant skills, chemosite 1, and distributed targeting 1.
Okay, let's go down to Earth. Salt. Let's go home. We're there. We're already home.
Yeah, he's going to. I would also recommend if looks like he's got a beam overload as primary there.
Oh, hold on. Before we do anything, baseline. Give me an X if you'd like to run an ISA.
I will run an ISA with you.
Actually, why don't you team it up, DT, because I'm running off somebody else's.
All right. How about you give me an X then?
Go.
I would join y'all, but I'm on my jammer with 3W.
It's only an ISA.
Yeah.
It's just baseline stuff, so.
Oh shoot, and you're gonna have to parse it too because
I checked. I got my keybind for the parser
okay.
up, so let me bring up the parser itself, and we can go from there.
Boy, is this a pretty planet we're hovering over. Look at this. What a lovely planet.
If it's just the two of us going, I can easily queue us from there.
I'm not seeing that I'm in a team with. Oh, there it is. Sorry, it's over in a different section. Okay, I'm good.
Can an admin in the fleet start a special project so I can dump fleet marks? All right.
Oh, and Mar Hawkman will join us too.
Okay. I'll need an X from him in a moment.
It's already there. By the way, we started the lithium boost in SSG and KSG this morning.
Yep. All right. Colonization's efforts is up. And
okay.
I will say, guys, as much as Mom will hate me for this, if there's a point where somebody's just got a real excessive amount of marks to dump, I'll let us know. I'll just run. We won't get quite as much for it, but we can run some mark dumps to get it done faster.
Yes, but if you want the mark dump, you're going to fill it. You have to fill the whole thing because it's a huge waste for most people to do that. We'd rather they contribute to other things. I get it. If you need to dump the marks, and you shouldn't need to dump the marks.
Mom, before a few projects finally came up, I had about 2,000 marks on a character. So
yep, I got thousands on some.
Yeah.
But I'm not using them for anything, and I don't need them, so just hang on to them.
But if you're in the fleet also, make sure you go through all the Armada fleets.
Yeah, colonization is probably the best one for a quickie. It's only 30 minutes. You can fill it on your own, and if you want to dump your 2,000 marks, it'll take you 4 clicks in 2 hours.
Colonization, the big problem there, unfortunately, is not getting all the colonists to go there. The common officers, they need to go.
Pi, they were on Tuesday night. I assume they're still working this morning. Or this afternoon. I overslept because I worked very hard last night beating up people.
I haven't been logged on myself to see if the alerts are still going. I think they are. Anyway. Okay, so I'm just going to queue us for an ISA.
Okay. Did you invite Mar Hawkman? Yes, you did.
Yes, I did. No more X's, no more Y's, no more Z's.
And for those of you not paying attention, only the best should have projects opening up in like 12 hours or so.
Yeah, I mean, I won't lie, part of it is just timing.
Wee woo. I got me a wee woo. Oh, love your sound effects, Mr. Dave.
I'll either bust out on the opposite side to make things fair, or
let's just do it normally. I just want to get.
Okay.
What I want to do is see how this responds in a normal situation.
All right.
Let's see. You've got those on auto fire. That's awesome. I think we're gonna get a keybind in here for you.
And somebody screwed up and launched their fighters too close. It might have been you, but you know what? I'll live with it.
Could be mine. Shouldn't be out that far though.
Yeah, the fighters, if they get too close to one of the cubes, it'll basically be.
Oops. Yeah, I gotta remember. Don't have the same cues here.
I started the parse late, but will still be enough to get an idea.
Okay. All right, I see one thing I want right off the bat. Polaric modulator or an RCS?
The Netite probes can repair the transformers.
Depends on the skill of trees too. There might be other ways around it.
Yeah.
Competitive engine might be able to do something.
And we can do polaric modulator for a mission. That's not too bad.
Yeah. If he has marks, competitive engine might be helpful too.
Well, it doesn't have marks,
Ah, okay.
so we can't do anything in reputation. I can certainly build him an RCS on my account. That's a really weird sound outside. Ooh, somebody's got pretty beams. First steps of the elite, at least we get you an accolade.
Yeah. Let's go take a look at the parse here. Now remember, I started this a little bit late because again, the combat started early, so this is not going to be entirely accurate.
I think generality, that word. In general, how's that?
Yeah. And compared to what a lazy run with this ship is, it's not promising.
What have we got?
Okay, here.
Remember, it's the baseline.
Mar Hawkman did 32K. What is his ad handle here?
Is ad handle Deola at Mar Hawkman? Or are you talking about Zoe?
Mr. Dave's.
It's Zoe at Zoe at Albuquerque.
19K.
Okay, that's not bad. Gives us our good baseline.
A very lazy run on my Morgu was 183.
Okay.
But we got a good bit. We do have a good baseline. Like I said, this was kind of screwed up because combat started early.
So I want to start here with our stations, and I want to beam down to space dock so we can take a look at switching some of these out. Maybe pick up a different tune form here.
We'll have to see what he has in traits too.
Yep.
Might have to see what he has available on duty officers too. Mm-hmm. And fleet credits at dilithium. So it all adds up.
We have dilithium. Fleet credits, we don't have fleet credits.
Yeah,
got fleet marks though.
Okay. You see, in building quickly, this is where a mark dump would have been helpful. But yeah.
All right, so I'm going to come over and see what you got in your bank before we start buying stuff.
Right. And selling stuff, wheeling and dealing.
Okay, One thing I'm going to point out here, Mr. Dave, is you've got VIP mining claims. You might want to go do some mining this week. You've also
This weekend.
Yeah, this week. It says it's bonus to lithium week.
Yeah, you might want to do some mining with that.
It's not mine, Mr. Merhawkman, so I'm not going to touch what he does and how he arranges it. But you've got some random TFO things with marks, and you've got some goodies here. And you've got Honored Dead.
You got the Honored Dead tree.
You've got
not
Honored Dead. You've got 2 of them, Mr. Dave.
Oh boy, you're holding out on us, man.
Mr.
You're holding
Dave,
out on us.
you've got one for this tune, and you've got one to give to Madison. Holy moly!
He's holding out on us.
Yeah, Honored Dead is like, unless you've already got it on. Well, we'll get to that in a few minutes. So let's start with looking at stations here. So I changed your universal to being a tactical. So we've got 2 tacticals.
I think he's got 2 universals. Ian's another universal.
Ian's universal?
Yeah, Ian's
Indeed.
universal.
But you do need a science in there. So
Yeah, I'd switch the 2 universals you have up there.
Okay, put Lorca over here on Ian's.
Yeah,
Okay.
change Ian and Lorcan around. This is
Okay.
me personally. The officers aren't anything to write home about right now, but that'll be a goal later on.
It's not bad. Not bad.
Well, most of the officers there don't have. I think Lorca is the only one who's got a trait that will help his damage output, which since he's wanting DPS.
Mr. Dave, we looked at your account bank. Oh, we didn't look at your account bank. Holy crud. Okay, you've got Maquis Tactics, Adaptive Offense, Defense. Got a lot of good ground traits, but you've got some space traits.
What has he got in space traits?
Maquis Tactics, Enlightened, Adaptive Offense, Adaptive Defense.
Adaptive Offense is a good trait for
Yeah.
DPS. Adaptive Defense be good for something else, but
Let's see what else we've got. Approaching Agony.
nice console.
With
Buffs his
phaser
phasers.
damage, yeah. Hostile Acquisition. It's not the end of the world. Mr. Dave, you have beautiful toys here. He's got some duty officer packs, which I won't open, but I would suggest you open them. But let's start with the basics of... Let's go play duty officers. So we've got here Gabriel Lorca, we've got Torpedo Spread 1, we've got Beta, and we've got Delta. For Evelyn Sevilla, let's see if anybody else has got anything better than her. Daisy's got a Fire at Will and a Tactical Team, 2, along with Cannon's Rapid Fire.
Yeah. Well, right now his ship, if we go back to it, we'll say Zoe's ship,
Yes.
has all beams on here. So
Yes.
the first thing we're going to have to work. What is available in traits? Let's take a look here.
In traits?
Yeah.
Let's go space here. Accurate astrophysicist, beam training, bulkhead technician, cannon training, blah blah blah. Feed coordinator, operative.
Okay, fleet coordinator is something you want to slot. He's going to need beam training.
He's got beam training.
Science.
It's selected.
Yeah.
Do you want me to deselect everything and then we can go through it?
Yeah, let's deselect everything right now and then we'll go through this. Doesn't look like there's a lot here to work with, but we'll see what we can do.
Yeah, well, he's got some awesome toys.
Yeah. True, he's got a lot of awesome
Yeah, you've got
toys.
some great
That is gonna
toys
help.
here. We're just... No, he wants to.
I'm jealous of some of your toys, man.
Yeah, Mark Hawkman, he definitely wants to go with the beam and more DPS and not tanky. So let's go with beams and DPS concepts here, to the extent that we can. Our goal is to make sure we're better than 19,000 when we're done. So beam training, I presume?
Yes, beam training is a must.
Okay. So we've got accurate. Astrophysicist. Go ahead.
Right now, he will need accurate,
Okay.
yes. He will need fleet coordinator.
Okay.
Cannon training, just to explain this off from what you had before, cannon training, you have no cannons on your ship. That
Right.
will do you no good.
No. Let's not do imposing presence at the moment.
Actually, innocuous would be a better one for him right
Okay.
now.
For the moment, yes. We can change that.
Yep.
Molecular defense
Operative.
specialist gives you a phaser boost, if I remember. Yes, plus 10 phaser.
It's phaser resistance.
Phaser resistance. My bad. My bad. You're right. Operative? Plus crit
Yes,
champ.
operatives.
Okay.
Yeah, operatives important.
Photonic capacitor. Reduces photonic fleet cooldown. Yeah, maybe not.
Photonic fleet is more pets, basically. That can help him. That can
Okay.
help him a little bit.
Alrighty.
Doesn't have a torpedo, so projectile training doesn't do him really any good.
Shield technician? Shield frequency analyst?
Let's go with Thrill Seeker first.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely need
Does
that
he need-
boost.
Yeah.
Okay, we still have 2 left here. Now, we do have an honored dead. Just go back to the bank here for the moment for traits.
Warp Theorist, he's going to need power.
Okay.
I would put the honored dead I would honestly if he was willing, I would put the honored dead on.
Can we use your honored dead, Mr. Dave?
If you really want DPS, I'd probably also do the adaptive offense. If this is the one if you only have one and this is the one you really want to jump.
Yeah, you can put your honored dead on Madison as well. So which one do you want to be your bigger build? Because we can put honored dead on both of them, but we can put the adaptive offense on Madison if she's going to be your primary. I want to do one thing while we're here, though.
As we play Mad Scientist here.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to open up my other account while I'm on this.
Oh, no problem. Now I gotta message somebody while we're talking here.
Okay, that way I can, build some stuff. So it's 20 hours for RCS, isn't it? I think it is.
Yeah, unless you spend dilithium, yeah.
Yeah, no.
You and I
don't have.
I
a lot
had
of
enough
dilithium.
reserve. Oh, you don't have a lot on that tune. Okay.
Ooh, not on this tune.
I can go over to Jason and make one in a couple minutes.
Well, let's see if I've got one sitting in the bank first of all. I sometimes have some extras.
Maybe there's
Because
one
I hoard
sitting in the
everything,
fleet bank.
remember?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but you were hoarding stuff that you couldn't give to anybody. That was the only reason we were trying to
that's
help.
not entirely the case. I built a lot of stuff for people.
Yeah. But there's a lot, but a lot of the stuff we were really on you on, and I'm not, was any of the reputation boxes, which you had a lot of, you can't give that to anybody.
Yeah, but I use that for stashing money.
I use money to stash money.
That's not fun. Let me go see if I've got any. If I do, it'll be on this tune. And the other thing is, let's look in the fleet bank to see what we got.
I was like, but Mr. Dave, do you want this character to be more your primary, or do you want your other to be more the primary? Since we're doing DPS work. And apparently we can steal from Madison too.
Right,
so.
but at some point we're going to have to build Madison up, so I'm just trying to bear that in mind as well. Okay.
Yeah, but do you want... I don't even know what Madison is.
It's his other account.
Yeah, Madison, I know it's his other tune, but looking at the skills there, we know this one's a science officer. What is Madison as far as career? Madison Germain, okay, I would honestly put the adaptive offense on Madison.
Okay. We'll switch over to that
Madison's
in
an
a few minutes.
engineer. You
Okay.
can make an engineer work, Mr. Dave. Trust me. I took help, but you can make an engineer work. This takes time and work and friends, many friends.
There's some fun toys in here. Okay. Da, 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 da. Looking to see if we've got any kits and mods available. But we really don't have a lot. Pi, you and I are going to have to clean out all this junk again this weekend. Okay.
Oh, I saw in our strike group bank
Mm-hmm.
for the Federation side a Klingon officer.
Okay.
Somebody, yeah. This was a couple days ago, but yeah, somebody put a Klingon officer in the Fed bank.
All right. Let's think about, while I'm here, traits.
All right.
Sorry, skills, not traits.
Yeah, if you're looking around Gear Mom on the fleet side,
Mm-hmm.
on strike group,
Yes.
you will notice something. One of these things is not like the others.
Many of these things are not like the others. Which one were you thinking of?
The Gorn male Klingon officer.
No, that's contract. It's fairly challenging. How do we do that?
You can actually accidentally buy them. I guess you just bought the wrong one, didn't put it back up for sale, gave it to the fleet.
It's a Gorn anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. I iterate though. What do we want for skills?
Okay. Are we talking about bridge officers?
We are talking
first?
about bridge officer skills.
Okay, let's go back to his bridge officers.
Okay.
I'm going to work with what you got here. I mean, eventually there's some goals we will set out for you, but for the moment, we will work with what we got.
Okay. So, on Lorca, we've got torp spread, beta, and delta.
I would like to see I'd like to see probably on Lorca because it's more likely he'll stay.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll have to buy this off the exchange. I would like to see him with a beam overload 3.
Okay, what else are we thinking of?
I'm thinking he can get a boost from tactical team, so tactical team 1's a good one.
Okay.
But I know beam overload 3's and it is going to be more than likely off the exchange because I don't think either of his candidates will have it.
Okay, what else are you thinking for them? I'm making my list. I'll go shopping in a moment. Okay, so we're going to go for beam overload 3, a tactical, and we've got a beta. That should suffice for Lorca. What do we want for Evelyn?
Evelyn, I'd rather see replaced with a fleet SRO, but I don't think we don't have the budget for that.
No, I don't think we do.
How much dilithium and how much marks are we dealing with?
We don't have. We've got half a million in dilithium. We don't have a lot in credits. We don't have fleet stuff.
Yeah. Okay, so that's off the point. So Evelyn right now, either distributed targeting or chemosite would be one. Either one of those at level 1 would be good. I would probably say if we kept the torp spread that Evelyn has,
Yeah.
it would probably be very good to have a torpedo on the ship. But we don't know. I don't know what's there for reputation.
We don't have reputation.
We don't have reputation.
We don't have marks, so we don't have reputation.
Mr. Dave, you're going to have to work on your reputation.
Yep. Yeah, you're all at
because
zeros here.
you're going to need, especially right now, discovery reputation.
Okay.
Those are good.
He's telling me to grab stuff from Madison, so let's go over and see what Madison's got that we can
Okay.
steal from.
All right.
In fact, let's see what Madison's got. Maybe we should be building her ship up at the moment and start here.
Yep.
Okay,
Evelyn
so
has there's a lot of good bones on Evelyn. Let's see what Madison has.
Madison's got not a lot of reputation, so we won't worry about that too much.
Was that the temporal constitution, or I guess that's the
Temporal light cruiser, yes. And we're looking at some darn fine phasers again, Mr. Dave. Okay, your weapons are good here. Okay, this is actually not bad so far.
This is actually a much better base to build. Again, Mr. Dave, X-ship that thing.
Yeah, take
it
this
gives you an extra console slot to grow.
You've got a Mark 10 plasma generating weapon, which we definitely don't want to leave as a Mark 10, but I don't.
We don't even want that at all. They nerf that. They change the abilities. It's wasting space.
Yeah.
Let's see. A lot of lobby items there. Very nice. Reputation-wise, can you check something for me, please?
Sure.
I mean, I'm kind of curious about marks and reputation right now.
We don't have a lot of levels in reputation. And reputation marks. Well, somebody's been playing a lot of Iconian and Discovery stuff. He's got 12,000 Iconian and 14,000 Discovery. Got those done.
Mr. Dave, do your Discovery reputation when you get to...
There's some seriously good toys in there.
Mr. Dave, write this down. When you get your Discovery reputation to Tier 5, get the Lorca console, the wide-angle phaser beam, and the Lorca torpedo. Those 3 items will do very well on that ship.
Right. You know, these are in a 20-hour cooldown on all of these, but it doesn't take that long to get there. It really doesn't.
Yeah, 2 months. If you don't have the bonus in, I'm guessing you don't. 2 months.
Yeah, but you'll get there. You got some seriously good marks over here.
Yeah, I don't even know what you have in special. You don't have any specialized points, but you will get some as you go, and we'll help you get more when the time comes.
Okay.
But you have a lot of good material on this ship. There's only like a...
Yes, please, Mar Hawkman. That would be awesome. I really would appreciate that. We can.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see what. Now she's got a Fire at Will 3, but not a Beam Overload 3.
That's fine.
Yeah, we've also got Chemosite 1. We've got Rally Point Marker, Beta. We've got Torps on her, but I don't think we have Torps on the ship. We have 1 Torp on the ship that's some wasted positions.
That'll work. That'll the 1 Torp fire mode and 1 Torp on the ship, that's fine.
Yeah, but there's 2 Torp fire modes, so.
Yeah, you don't need both the top fire modes. Again,
we got spread and high yield. What's our preference?
Fire at Will, I kind of prefer spread.
Okay, so you want to keep the torpedo spread?
Yeah.
Okay. Test.
Attack team may or may not break the fire mode. I know it does for cannons, but that might be...
He's got high yield. You said you wanted to replace the high yield with what? He's got beam overload and tac team. We could put in the tac team.
Put in the tac team.
Okay.
It may or may not. Well, I don't think it'll break the fire mode. I know it does with cannons, but I don't think it does here. You got Beta 3, you got Rally Point Marker, you got Chemosite.
Mm-hmm.
I would go down to the skill vendor.
Mm-hmm.
I would change that. I would change the second science skill of Photonic Officer.
Yeah, that was my thought. Let's see if he's already got it, though. He doesn't. Okay.
I didn't figure. Not many do. So.
This one's a cheap spend. Photonic Officer is not expensive.
Right.
Your mail is full, Mr. Dave.
Oh, you can check his mail if there's something.
Yes, your mail is full. You might want to clean out your mail. You do have EC. Don't worry. You have sufficient EC on this tune, and getting a training manual is cheap.
Yeah. Anything that's not level 3 in any skill, you can get cheaply off the vendor. Level 3s, you either have to have somebody who can craft it, or you have to buy it off the exchange. They can cost a little more.
Yeah. Photonic Officer 1?
Or Hawkins made a Beam Overload 3 manual if we need it, and
Yes.
yeah, I think Mr. Dave will need the Beam Overload 3. I do. That will be important later on for the other ship.
Yep. Let's see who we got here. Son Spock. Train Spock and Photonic Officer.
He's got the TOS holograms on this one, doesn't he?
Yes. Yeah, he does.
Okay. Does he have Aurora activated on there?
I don't know.
Yes, I see her down the bottom. She actually, Aurora has actually the space warfare. It has a really good skill for space to help with DPS, as does Bashir for sciences. It's the little things we're looking at right now.
So there's Uhura.
Yeah.
Who have we got?
If you look at her traits and you look at Bashir's, Bashir has a good trait. He has
Right.
space warfare.
He's
Aurora
got
has a good.
He's got Scotty up
Yeah,
for engineering.
but Aurora actually has better traits for DPS than Scotty.
Okay.
I'm not lying here. If you go under Aurora and hit the traits thing, you'll see.
We're going to work on this Uhura.
Yeah.
Her.
Yep.
Okay, so we've got on her.
You're looking at skills right now. The thing and I'm trying to teach you a little bit of this too. Go to her and then look at her traits, not her skills. Which means
We've got him up here.
she has the tactician trait.
Yes. So that's improving your
That's-
weapons versus Scotty, who's got techie, teamwork, and superior creativity. Nicer for ground.
which improves healing. Aurora does better damage. Scotty will keep you alive, which is kind of what Scotty does. If you look at Bashir now, Julian Bashir,
There he is. Leadership, space warfare specialist, superior photonic life form, and superior
Space.
teamwork.
space warfare specialist, that helps him. That gives him extras.
So let's go. Thank you. So let's put Bashir instead of Spock, right?
Right.
So what have we got in this secondary position? So I've got tractor beam, I've got feedback pulse, and we wanted to do photonic officer.
Photonic officer. Yeah.
Mhm.
But Aurora is also an engineer, so you can give her pretty much all the same skills Scotty has for not too much.
Mr. Dave, you have 319 colonists and prisoners.
Why are you not filling the colony
You could make a
efforts on the fleet?
ton
You would
of
have-
those.
You would have enough fleet credit just constantly filling those that you can get yourself vulnerability locators, which will up your damage a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is the project you want. I'll pull it up here.
What we just queued is the project you want.
So don't unload surplus fleet marks. I don't know who put that up there, but if that's us, it's probably
did
not
not.
us. It's not us. That's right.
That's not us.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there is a project called Assist with Colonization or something like that. You
Yeah.
can burn 60, I believe, of your colonists or your prisoners or the ones from the Ferengis, that's another 12 right there, on those and burn a ton of marks to get fleet credits. So hang on a second. Let me clear off all this stuff from my screen. Hi there, Mar Hawkman.
The thing we're just trying to we're working on your ship, but we're also trying to teach you so you know what to do on your other ships.
Okay. So we've got beam
Overload
overload 3. Do you want to put that on? First of all, do we want to change Sulu? Do we like Sulu?
He has access to Lorca. Lorca is better than Sulu, but I don't know if he's got a slot open to pick up Lorca.
Doesn't look like it does. No. Actually, there's one slot, but I don't know that he's got a Lorca on this account.
The other character had Lorca.
The other character had Lorca.
So let's go take a look at and see what he has in promotional or Butts Market. I don't know what he got from where, so.
Let's see. Promotions. Lorca only came from that one card. Oh, you've got
Right.
Lorca!
You're getting a Lorca, buddy.
We are claiming your Lorca. There we go.
Because again, Lorca also, like Bashir, has space warfare.
Yeah. So we're going to put Lorca in place of Sulu, correct? Or are we going to put him in place of Chekhov?
We're going to take your pick.
I'm going to put him in place of Sulu just because, well,
Yeah,
Chekhov's already got
specialization-
Chemosite and he's got the rally point, and he's got
Yeah.
Beta.
Yeah, Chekhov has a specialization. I'd replace Sulu.
Okay.
And don't forget to promote Lorca up.
Thank you. There we go. So I was going to do something for Julian.
Make sure he's promoted up and has photonic officer. And then we'll work on the other stuff. I would pick up for Julian just to be flexible. I would pick up Hazard Emitters 1 and Science Team 1. That way, depending on how it plays out, you can go back. Hazard Emitters gives you a bit of a whole heal. Science Team is a shield thing.
All right, so what else did you want to give to him?
Julian, I do want him to have Photonic Officer 1.
I gave him Photonic Officer 1.
And I don't know what to put into Lieutenant Commander yet.
Okay.
Feedback pulse is fine at the moment, but
And did you want to put hazard emitters in for the ensign?
yeah, I would like. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he's got a lot of stuff that's going to attract firepower, but he doesn't have a lot of heals, so I'd probably like to see. He'll need some duty officers later, but he's already pretty well set for a half battery build.
Okay.
Ensign.
There we go.
All
Okay,
right.
so Uhura's got engineering team, Ox to Bat.
Oxbat's actually a decent skill to have.
Yeah,
so that's
reverse
good.
shield polarity, and aceton beam.
I would like to see on Aurora if we can do this.
Mm-hmm.
And we might have to get that off the exchange. I would like to see actually a Lieutenant Commander power called Emergency Power to Weapons 3.
Okay, let me make sure we don't have it sitting down here.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be on the vendor.
No, he's got quite a few things down here, so I'm
Oh, he's got a lot there, yeah.
going through what he's already got down here. So emergency power to weapons 3. Alrighty. What do you mean you can't play Star Trek Online all day? What's wrong with you? Thank you so much for helping out, Mar Hawkman. It was really sweet of you to help.
Yeah. really awesome there.
It was.
I do. I do love our fleet mates. I do love our audience. They do help us out with so many things when we're doing it. When we're helping people. Mark of a great and awesome group.
Oh, emergency power to weapons 3 is only 179,000. That's cheap.
Yep. It's a little overpriced, but given
It's not
everything,
that
it's
bad.
cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah. Given how bad the freaking dilithium market has gotten, the exchanges. Holy, well, the dilithium. Check your dilithium market.
Oops.
I think they turned it off.
Yeah, I think they did too. Yeah, the whole thing is just dead at the moment.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
if there's
I'm glad because they maxed it out and the economy got so bad there.
yeah, but even if the only thing they had available was 500, they would still have it up. So I'm sure that's been turned off. Oops, I don't want
There's
to do
just
that.
no Zen.
Something like that.
Oh, no Zen out there.
Mm-hmm.
I, well, I'm not selling any of my precious Zen. I
I
can
mean, if
earn dilithium.
there's no... Okay. What am I going to give you here?
We were going to give Aurora emergency power to weapons
No,
3.
no, no, that's not what we're talking about at this moment.
Oh,
We are talking about something else.
you were trading with yourself.
Right,
Okay.
I'm trading with...
Yeah,
There we go.
I know.
And the fun part is I have to switch back and forth from him to me.
That's crazy. But
Yeah.
you had the emergency power to weapons 3. Awesome.
Yes. Now I have to go back, pick myself up from the other side, and confirm the trade. Now I have to go back and be him again. Or her again.
Mhm.
Split personalities. Okay. So we are going to give... Is that Uhura we're giving that to?
Yeah.
Where are you?
Right now with budget and everything else, Aurora and Lorca are at least short-term keepers.
Nope, not engineering team.
They would replace your reverse shield flare.
There it is. Okay. So what we currently have here is Chemosite 1, rally point marker, beta. Then we've got Torp spread 1. We have another beta. Probably don't need 2 betas. A delta.
I'd probably change out Lorca's beta. I just don't know to what yet.
Okay.
Maybe tactical team 2.
Okay. So if we got that, we don't have that.
Vendor.
I'm standing right in front of the vendor.
And Lorca, of course, will get the beam envelope 3.
So you're saying replace beta with tech team? No.
Yeah, and replace the beta 1 with tac team 2.
Okay.
And then that delta on him will be beam envelope 3.
Okay, that's going to work better.
And we
Okay.
also do one thing while we have it open, just how this build is.
Yeah.
This is just to give them an option later. Can we also get them a high yield one, which is Denson?
A high yield
What?
for Torps?
Yeah.
For Lorca?
Yeah.
Sure.
The reason for this is just a down the road point. If the torpedo spread draws too much aggression towards the character, can go to high yield like it,
Okay.
and like his overload beam, it'll go after one target. That's the other point I try to do. I try to think ahead on stuff when, especially on the less expensive traits, because it's always good to have an option.
Okay, so we've got that set up. We still have an aceton beam on Uhura for the
Yeah.
commander position, which is
It was not a, yeah.
she's got an aux to bat 3.
But they only expect 3 on there. Let's do that.
It's a little bit more effective for doing this.
Yeah. Yeah. And then the other point we can do is, from the vendor we can get for the other 2,
Mm-hmm.
we can get emergency powered weapons 1 for extra speed at times.
Okay.
And then the aux to bat we can do engineering team 2 for a little more effective healing.
Okay, so what do you want me to get for her?
I'm thinking right now emergency powered engines 1.
Okay.
And engineering team 2.
And have her train up in both of those if we need it?
Right. Emergency power, as we know, when you're trying to help your DPS running quicker, being able to move around quicker is helpful. So I'm thinking the emergency powered weapon engines 1 can help get across if necessary.
Okay. Go. Okay.
And the engineering team. Ooh, they have directed energy 3, but we're not using that. That's too much. That will be advanced building later.
Okay. So we are now looking at Mark 14 Epic Pulse Phaser Beams. We've got 1 photon torpedo. We've got the Iconian set, which is fine.
Which is okay. It's a very tanky meta.
But it's
But
fine.
the 4-piece will give you the 4-piece. There's at least a point. There's a radiant pulse which can give you brief bursts with a little extra firepower.
Okay, he's got a good RCS on this one, so we're good there.
Yeah.
Temporal trajectory shifter.
What are the points on?
It's +10 defensive rating, +50 starship, but weapons firing speed is slowed.
Yeah,
on the
we don't.
foes. And on
from the foes.
from
Yeah,
the foes. On his side, though, it's hastened by 50%. Cooldowns are hastened by 20%. So maybe that's a good one to lay on there. Neural infusion circuits. I'm fond of them.
that embassy console we have to get rid of.
The embassy console.
The science middle, the one that's not epic.
The plasma. Yeah.
Yeah, the plasma.
Okay.
Yeah. And the reason, Mr. Dave, is they nerfed those consoles to where everything that was desirable about them is gone.
Okay, you've got approaching agony on this one. What are we going to put in its place, though?
Let's see what we got down here.
Okay, I'm scrolling down here. Domino is AP. That's not going to help us.
No, Domino's firing speed. Put that Domino on there.
Okay, got a Domino on there.
Domino is phasers and it's not AP, it's phasers and it's firing cycle haste.
Okay, so we are good here then for the moment. We've changed out some of your stations. We've changed out a little bit on your consoles. Not a lot. Pretty good stuff. Nice equipment.
Yeah.
Definitely want to look at upgrading, and I'm really fond of the Discovery Space set.
Yeah, I am too.
So that might be
Which
something.
means you gotta do your Discovery rep. There's Yeah, there's a really tanky, good 4-piece space set, and then there's a 3-piece weapon set, which is actually one of the better weapon sets. Now, active space reputation. We don't have much to work with. Fine. And we have nothing on Starship traits, do we? Or do we?
On Starship traits, no.
We're gonna have to do some stuff on Starship traits
Ooh, okay,
if
so
we
what we've got improved pedal to the metal. We've got built to last. We've got down but not out. And we've got going the extra mile. But I'm going to undo these. Because we've got some better ones in here.
Cold-hearted is a very good one to
Yeah,
put on.
cold-hearted is a good one. So let's put cold-hearted over there. All right, so you have some great ones in here.
Yeah.
Down but not out. As your ship takes damage, you're able to reroute power from damaged systems to increase the maximum power potential of all your systems.
War power is always a good thing.
Okay.
It's not that with what we got, we're gonna do. We got to do what we can.
Mm-hmm. Predictive algorithms.
That'll help them.
Okay. Okay, so what we've got left is unconventional tactics, which is brace for impact, grants damage buff, nonlinear progression, which is reverse causes buffs, improved pedal to the metal, going the extra mile, explosive polarity shifts.
What's going the extra mile do?
Heals are more effective and can add hull capacity.
What does evasion specialist here do?
Pilot bridge officer. Yeah, pilot bridge officer abilities. Well, we're not doing pilot bridge officer.
We don't have any, so that's
Right.
useless.
So then our ones that are possible are built
Explosive
to
polarity. You need reverse shield polarity.
Right. Yeah.
Built to last. Well, that'll help them.
Okay, let's go there then. Alrighty.
And plus lowers his weapon cost, so that helps too.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty. We don't have a lot of reputations to throw in there, but we're getting there.
Yeah.
Okay, so we didn't do a baseline on this one. But everything here is pretty good. And you've got an RCS in here. His RCS is weapons power, so that's nice.
That's good.
And then he's using the energy amplifiers.
How much EC is available? I'm just curious because I can think of a nice console that might help.
15. Which console are you thinking about?
I don't know how much it'll run, but I was thinking hull image refractors because that's a plus 20% damage right off.
Oh, God, yeah. Hull image refractors are lovely.
Yeah. If you got room for them,
we could make room for hull image refractors. Ah! It's not my fault that I ran into a wall.
12 million.
That's not bad. I'll pick it up.
Yep. Now, Mr. Dave, and the hull image refractors on your ship have two purposes. One, right off without touching anything, it gives you that bonus to damage. But if you activate it, you're untargetable, but you can't shoot.
Yeah.
But it does give you, it does also up your healing while it's active, if I recall.
It's really nice for things like Zinkethi Front. You can go in, put up hull image refractors and drop the bomb, and you're fine. You're invulnerable for a few seconds.
Yeah. But that 20% damage is going to, we don't even know what the baseline on this ship is, but it's going to be increased just by that console. I don't know what we can replace on there right now, but
I'll be back in
something
a
over.
Let's see, we're going to accept that. Confirm the trade. Go back, be me for a moment. Confirm the trade again. Go back and be him again. And there we go. Give me one
Merry
second.
Christmas.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. mean, just going through stuff, he's got a lot of power and help. He's got a lot of other things, but anything that anything there that just ups his raw damage is always good. And while we're doing this, if anybody gets any other ideas of stuff we can add in that's reasonable within his budget, we can go through the ins and outs of all that.
By the way, hi, Beelzemon. We haven't seen you for a long time. It's so nice to
Hello,
have you here.
Beelzemon.
I know you've been chatting up there, but hi. Oh, one other thing I noticed here. You've got a whole bunch of TFL rewards. Those are spec points or enhanced universal upgrades. I'd take the spec points depending on where you're at, but bear in mind they're bound to account. So if you don't want them, give them over to Zoe or one of your other tunes. I pool all of mine. Got a lot of nice toys in here.
Oh, Mom.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
My Morrigu is slowly turning over to Zatvash. I know you liked how they looked.
I do like
all the
Zadrosh.
cannons.
They're very pretty. All right, so I'm thinking we are at a point here. Oh, hold on. I was going to put in the... Let's see, what are we going to replace? Not the RCS. We've got a temporal trajectory shifter.
I'm thinking maybe the trajectory shifter because just the damage bow.
Well, yeah.
If you,
I mean, we've got bioneural infusion circuits, which improves capacity, hull capacity. Warp burst capacitor, which is the other one. I almost think let's replace the warp burst capacitor.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, it's a 15 plus damage bonus, but it's only for 5 seconds.
Compared to full-time 20% all damage bonus.
Yeah, it's a little bit better. Then the other thing we've got here is the exotic particle field exciter, but we're not doing exotic damage really.
Yeah.
It's got the maximum shield capacity.
It does have a turn modifier on there, which
let's leave that on because this is a bit of a boat.
No, actually, that's actually a fairly maneuverable small ship.
Okay. So
having flown the legendary, it's as far as points go, it's not bad.
So what did we move off just now? No, we didn't want to replace that one.
The approaching AV is already on there, right?
Yeah.
That ship has a console called Omnis Device. Is there one in the inventory?
I'm sorry, what?
That ship has a console called Ominous Device.
That sounds.
Yep.
Ominous.
It's in the bank. We can use that one.
Yes.
There we go. Sweet.
That gives a pretty decent boost on it, if I recall.
Hang on 1 second here. I need to check something here. I'm sorry, so what did you say? DT?
Next point, I guess, is since you're doing, would be probably just right now, I can't think of anything else in consoles to change. I think it's, first point, just take it out into space, fly it around a little bit, see how it maneuvers.
Okay. Really quick, I just got word from WC, and different channel here. He got his grades in. He's finishing up working towards his MBA. And he got an 80.6 overall from the grading board, which is a solid distinction, means like freaking awesome. And it's a little bit different than here, but holy moly.
Congratulations, Congratulations, WC.
Yeah. Very nice indeed. Congratulations, sir. If you see him in game, give him some congrats because that's a heck of an achievement.
Yeah.
I remember
So,
when, oh, not Rasul, Schmiertzlin got his master's. That was an awesome achievement. I think he's working or achieved his PhD as well. And you guys are freaking awesome. So congratulations. Nicely done, WC. Nicely done. Should say that in my best Picard voice. Nicely
yeah.
done.
Nicely done.
Indeed. All right, let's go. Fly this puppy around a little bit here.
Yep.
Feel like doing a
We
little
do
patrol and see what happens? Then we can take it out for Nysa.
Okay, and then I gotta go do my. Then I still have to do my Voth murder, and I got something going on
Is it ground
after
murder or
stream.
space murder?
Space murder, actually.
Space murder. Okay, we can do some Voth murder.
We can do some Voth murder in the battle
How many do you have
yeah.
to kill?
30.
Okay, let's team up and do Aftermath. That's the Voth one.
I have to do bat. It has to be in the Dyson sphere.
Oh.
So basically, I just go to the Dyson sphere, go to the ground, go back up to space, and zap you away. It's not hard. It's just gonna. It'll take a few minutes is all. I got 10 anywhere though, but we'll get around it. Like I said, it won't take me long. But until then, how's it fly? First off.
Okay, hang on a second. Works better when I turn on the engines. It's actually more maneuverable than I thought. So WC is saying over here in Straya, grades tend to be normalized to have 50% as a pass and 100% is near impossible. So if you have a multi-choice quiz, for example, and pass rate is 8 out of 10, and you get 8 out of the 10, it will be reported as a 50% pass. You know, that's not how math works.
Yeah. But this is school versions of math.
It's something.
Yeah.
But congratulations, it's really awesome.
So basically, you might not even need the RCS on that particular ship later on.
Mm-hmm. But it's not bad. So you're gonna go kill Voth?
I was going to hold off a moment if you wanted to try to do a patrol or TFO, but
I
yeah,
would love to. Oh, you know what? Yeah. Well, yeah, it's 100% of the grade, but then there's more options than getting 100%. So yeah, I took my first college class back when I was like 30, and you had an option of getting 100%, but if you got more than 100%, you could skip the finals. So I took the finals anyway, even though I had the 130% and got 160% out of the class. It was a good day. It was a good class. Good teacher.
Sounds like it.
But yeah, bad math, absolutely.
As I said, school versions of math. Anyway, we can do a patrol.
Yeah, would you invite me though?
Throw me up an X again, please.
There you go.
If you can.
Yeah, just took me a minute. Generally, WC, you can't get more than 100% in any class for the normal coursework, but they will offer additional coursework for people who are having issues and use that to bring the grades up into the more normal range. However, if you're a pain in the butt person, Shadow and Darkness would like to join us, like me, you'll take every possible thing you can get just to prove you can do it.
All right. Shadow and Darkness has been invited.
Okie doke.
And patrols. I don't think you're ready for an elite. We'll throw down to advanced.
Okay.
How about a little bit of ninth roll?
Ninth roll works good. Tell me when. Shadow and Darkness, we are going to go with ninth roll and launch.
And dialed it down to advanced, and we're launching.
The thing, WC, is it's not consistent. Some teachers do it, some teachers don't do it, some teachers have their own curves. It's just a royal pain in the butt. We will wait for Shadow to join us.
Yeah. Shadow, yeah, okay. Shadow, you need to launch patrol manually.
Raiding a single Ferengi vessel, Marauder class. They've decloaked.
If you can hear us, yeah.
Shadow.
If you can't,
Shadow.
Shadow.
Launch 9th rule.
Launch the 9th rule. But yeah, for skill sense, I'm going to pull my Morgoo up.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that was odd. You said launch manually.
Yeah.
I'm familiar with this particular teaming up.
Okay, click the TFO button, which is the 3 flying arrowhead thing.
Yeah.
And go to the
patrols. Go to the tab that says patrols. Easier, just click beta quadrant right after that. 9th roll will be the second one. You just hit launch.
10-4. I've hit launch.
Cool. It'll bring you in here. There you go.
Magical sci-fi things are happening.
Yes.
Look how small your ship is. But let's go.
So let's see how this works here.
Yep.
Okay, the maneuverability on this one is really nice, Mr. Dave.
Orions and Ferengi.
Let's put a key behind you. It's gonna that'll probably be a next thing out there.
I'll have to send you my keybind because you have to save it to your computer. It's not the same thing, WC, but I did complete my course in data analytics today. But it's more a pass-fail thing. It was interesting, and I'll take the next 2 levels of it as well.
Well, there's good.
But this is what happens when it's slow at work. I take classes. It does handle differently than mine, than my main ship. The maneuverability is much, much better than on mine. I like your phasers. Got some good power here. You don't have the inertia issue that I've got, which is great because it's a pain in the butt.
Yeah. But that's effectively a light cruiser, so it's which is why I was trying to when we were doing figuring out your skills, we were trying to figure options.
I think the next thing will be the keybind. Unless you like manually toggling. If you like manually toggling, and a lot of people do, I think the next thing, though, would be crew.
Yeah. And that you're gonna need to do some missions. Which are kind of involved missions you have to do.
You may have a lot of the tunes. Or a lot of the officers, rather.
I would work. No.
Wow. You know what we didn't look at? Was his skill tree.
Yeah. Oh, the other one, yeah, it's not a big involved look, but
They're down to a few ships. Keep up the pressure.
I really do want to see an ice and see where we're at with numbers.
okay.
But I want to
Wanna
take
get
a
the
look.
last one?
I want to take a moment to look at the officers first.
Yeah.
Well fought.
Okay,
Well
you don't
fought
need anything in
indeed.
Discovery, but
They'll
you
think
do have a
twice
couple of
about
empty ones
coming
here.
after us again. I'll let Alliance Command know what happened here today. If Jaula or any of Modron's
Yeah.
friends try to harvest the spores in this system,
I would say though,
we'll
getting your
make sure they
rep
have a
done
nice
all the way
look
across the
at
board,
Modron's on his
and
Yeah.
she's pick up competitive. There's going to be down the road. There will be stuff that'll help you with that in there.
Yeah, you got a ton of lithium on this tune. So going through your inventory really quick here, and I'm sure as heck not going to say anything, I would definitely go through and sell all of the white and green unless you have some love for it. All of your training manuals I wouldn't touch. I would get rid of my prisoners and colonists and the Ferengi trader ones here. Those are also colonists. There's a couple of things you can do. No, just work on all of the reps. The Discovery
Yeah.
one, you've got plenty of marks there.
Competitive, you don't, but again, in competitive, there's only one thing. You just gotta get to tier 5, and there's only one good thing in there, which is the engines, unless you're gonna do Space Barbie.
Hey, WC, tell Farns that I will see him on Saturday morning, and he's not to oversleep, because we're going to go to Swedish days. Lilla svenska pojkar. But yeah, I would clean up some of this stuff, and I'm a fine one to talk.
You did pull the trigger on the cleaning. Like, for
I didn't
example,
pull
all
it.
those. Well, it got pulled
Oh
for
my
you.
God, you've got 197. You got 7 eggs. And he's got some T6X upgrades.
Oh,
Oh, it's T5U or T6s. Yeah. Yeah.
okay. X upgrade that ship.
That's his decision. Do you want me to upgrade this to a T6X? This is a nice ship.
It's a nice ship, but that X upgrade is going to give you another device
Okay.
slot and another console.
Okay, so let's do that. Got it right here. So why isn't it letting me? Oh, because I have to be at a shipyard, don't I?
Yeah, we have shipyard, yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely worth it. This ship's got a lot of potential.
Yeah.
And we'll add a console.
The temporal light cruiser is a very nice ship.
Alright, let's get down there.
And I've already got almost 10 out of the. I almost got. I'm almost halfway through my big off-skill endeavor, so.
Okay, so why is this not showing up now? Should show up, should it not?
Good.
I've got his token for the upgrade, but when I'm over in the shipyards, it's not letting me do an upgrade. Oh, starship selection, probably because I'm not talking to the right guy, right? I'm talking to managed ships.
Right.
There we go. No. It is. Starship selection is managed, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was there. There it is. Okay. Just wouldn't show up. Okay, here we go. T6X.
And 30. And 30 done.
Very good. All right, so we've added a new device slot, and we've added a new universal console. So for devices, you've got so many in here. What do we want to put in?
Now we're trying to get a DPS boost. So what do we got that ups damages?
Yep, picking out an extra device here. Let's go ahead and do weapons battery. Okay, so for consoles, no, that's not what I wanted to put in there. Yep, I didn't like that one. Wow. Okay, so what we're looking at that we've got that might be doable.
Huh.
Got the broadside emitter arrays.
Interesting choice. Could work.
Mm-hmm. Not big on the grappler. Put that in.
Yeah, I'm not big on the grappler either.
No.
A lot of AP damage boosts. What I'm seeing is
It's kinetic. Point defense system. 162.2 phaser damage.
which would go up with the consoles, but
Okay. Potential energy entangler. Yeah, it's okay. We always could do the protomatter field. It's nice for a save.
yeah, for now, because it is light ship, protomatter field might be a good choice at the moment.
Just running through what else we've got down here. Because we can put
Yep.
anything we want to on it.
Right. Eventually, Mr. Dave, when you get to Tier 5 Discovery Rep, you'll probably want to put the Lorca Custom Fire Control into that universal slot.
He's actually got another tactical.
Throw that sucker on there for now. That'll work.
Gives you 5 tacticals.
Yeah.
So it's another vulnerability locator.
Yep.
So sweet.
And he gets
Stack.
another ship trait.
So let's go see what we can change out in our traits now.
What we can add in on the traits.
So
Eventually, there'll be other ships you
no.
should get, but we're not going.
We're gonna put cold-hearted in there. That was easy.
Yep. Cold-hearted.
Yep.
Or
Okay, so
put on their last. And save this all to a loadout slot when you get back into space.
okay, but before we do anything else, let's take a really quick look at your roster.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, there's a ton that can always be done on the roster.
Yeah. Yes.
Active space. Oh yeah, we need to do a lot of stuff here. I can see that
Mhm.
now.
You okay with us messing with this for you? Okay. We have emergency power. No, we have emergency power to weapons. Oh, you've got Mariner and Boimler. Sweet.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey, how's it going?
Going great. How are you guys doing?
We are doing good.
Doing very well. How's your ship flying?
My ship is flying like a, I don't know, like a hornet.
Is it
really, really.
Hornet?
So
Yeah.
it's just so it's angry and stinging anything it can get near. Gotcha.
Yes. Yes.
You should see Wolfie when she flies. She flies like she's angry at space itself.
Totally believe that one. Oh my god, you've got some lovely ones here.
So what are you guys up to?
We are helping Mr. Dave.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Are you
Mr.
working?
Dave was kind enough to let us into his point and let us go loose on stuff. And there's a lot of potential on one of his characters. Yeah, both need a lot of work, but there's a lot of potential in this stuff.
That's good. You guys need any help to help him?
You can always use help.
Oh. So what are we doing? Are we working on a ship? Are we living up a tune?
We're going to do we're working on his officers, and then we're going to do an ISA just to see where this ship stands. I mean, from where it was, we already know it's going to do more, but how much more is the question?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Okay, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4. Gotta put one more on. So I've got a chance to reduce recharge time for emergency power to subsystem abilities, recharge of bridge officer abilities, reduced after aux to bat.
Are there any more technicians in his inventory? If you can get a couple of them, it'd be good. Are there any more of the cooldown? It'll be technicians. So.
Right, I've got them. I've got 2 of the same ones.
Put both of them on.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you, Voback, thank you, Voback, for the subscription.
Thank you. How are you doing, by the way? We haven't seen you for a while. Hope all is well.
Yeah.
So we have given you 5 officers there who should help. This one's only a green, but not bad. You've got a couple of nice ones here too.
Yeah. There's other stuff that you can get eventually for really high-end stuff, but right now
he's got some nice ones.
He's got some really nice ones. We did put hazard emitters on there, correct?
Yes, we did.
Since you have mirror IQ.
Yeah.
So you got a little group heal with your hazard emitters.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Voback, playing other games isn't a bad thing.
Yeah.
And there's certainly nothing wrong with doing it. I don't do it just because I don't have the time. If I did, I'd be playing Warhammer all the time.
If she had the time, then she'd be going to the devs. I've shamed you. I've played something other than Star Trek Online.
Yes. So true. So true. But this is the last of my wine.
May I kiss the ring and gain forgiveness? To which he'll say no.
Dude, absolutely. You have any idea how infrequent I get that kind of attention?
But anyway, I'll invite you to the team, Wolfie. We'll do a little ISA.
Oh. Hold on. My game just froze. No, my game crashed.
Oh, no.
We'll wait, and then I will wait for you to get back before we do this.
We will.
For we are patient.
Error, nothing. It just crashed.
In 1 second here.
Oh, by the way, guys, thank you for helping me get, and I'm glad to help you. Thank you on that whole universal thing, because that one's always challenging.
If in fact, once we're done here, probably should do this for Mr. Dave. And then jump over to my other account and do it over there.
Mr. Dave, the other thing that's always important, whenever you get the chance, do endeavors.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't even know what your endeavor rank is. What is his endeavor rank?
I have no idea. Let me look. 1.
Mr. Dave, doesn't take long. Took me. I did it. It took me. Takes maybe a half hour
Yep.
if you have a bunch of complex ones. Do the endeavors.
Yeah, and if it's but Mr. Dave,
It's bonuses.
it's all this stuff here.
I mean, you have 2% critical point with your endeavors. I have in critical severity in space 40%.
And sometimes the prizes are dilithium, sometimes the prizes are marks.
And sometimes the prizes are the lovely, lovely EC.
Yeah, the perk points are across the board. And if you don't feel like playing it, don't sweat it. The world isn't going to end. But, it's one of those things like we're going to take your ship out and go do something. Might as well do one of these while we're at it. Clearly, we're not going to do AP damage. But we've got Undine ships, and there's only 5 of them. How long does it take to kill 5 Undine ship? Nothing.
I mean, I was just at the Undine battle zone.
And you've already
what?
got 10
And
already to
yeah,
spend.
spend those. Yeah, you got 10 perk points done already. Spend those things, Mom.
Yeah. Put them on things that you need for your ship. If there's nothing that day, then do it again.
Yeah, if you don't have it, if your reward comes up ground, spend the ground. The next one's gonna be space. It's
Yeah.
because they don't change every day. I noticed that
No, I
because I
don't.
had to cut.
But I mean, there's some things that are nice. DT and I have the plus 20 for ground speed. Um, some of
Like
these
I
are
said,
great.
I had plus 40 on space energy weapon damage, space criticals.
Right, and you can focus on just working on something if you, for example, your hull or your speed on your other ship isn't great, so you can start building the impulse speed as that one pops up. Whatever you want, whatever you think is important, you can add it to your game, and you can wait and put it on when you want to. But you got 10 points right now, and you've got a whole bunch of boxes over here that could be opened. There's 10 right there.
Mm-hmm.
This is dilithium
I mean,
energy credits, marks, materials, spec points, or parts of spec points.
yeah. I mean, I had to kill effectively 30 Voth ships. It took me what? It took me longer to fly there
Yeah,
than it did to kill the Voth ships.
yeah. But let's go ahead and Shadow, do you want to join us for doing an ISA? Does anybody else want to join us for ISA? Just ISA, not ICE.
Well, I sent Wolfie an invite because she's
Send
back
Wolfie an invite.
online.
I have no idea
Yeah.
what any
Um,
acronyms are, but I'll do whatever.
In
All
fact,
of it.
Infected the Conduit Advanced.
Oh,
it's fun.
yes.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Still yes. Yeah.
It's called ISA for Inspected Space Advanced.
Yeah.
The only thing that
And
that
Frosty
my
wants
problem-
to. Frost wants to join us.
Yeah, I'm set up to tank. And
That's
draw
perfect.
thread.
No, tanking is great.
Yeah.
Yeah, go up to the center
Okay.
cube, tank right there. Go off to the second cube on the left, tank. Go off to the cube on the right, tank. Go to the gateway, tank. Go to the final tactical cube, tank. Super
For
easy.
us, if you're going to
yeah.
join us, if you join us, I mean, I'm not trying to overwhelm things either, but we're testing a ship build, so
We gotta get
let's
an idea.
let's not. We need to get an idea, so let's not try to kill everything on the map.
Yeah.
I have to hold back too, so.
Does that mean I have to hold back?
No, no, you don't get to hold back.
Oh, okay. So I can go wild.
Mhm.
Actually, Kenobi, that is my biggest issue with my tank, is the acceleration and the inertia. It's a massive ship. It takes a while to get moving. Once it gets moving, it's really hard to stop it.
And
You can run your pet build.
I think the problem with my tank is and I was talking to Kanoe about this, and we're gonna look at it later on, probably this week, maybe this weekend if he has time. If you don't, it's fine. I kind of want to get the damage up on it.
Me too.
Because yeah. So, so maybe there'll become a day which with the topic of the stream will be pimp my tank.
Hey, maybe we do that next week.
Maybe we will.
That sounds like a interesting thing there.
Did you invite Frosty?
I was
not
waiting
in
for
yet.
him.
We just
He was not in yet. That's why I was
okay.
waiting.
I'm loading up now. I don't know how long it's going to take.
Well,
Hi, Frosty. How are you?
Hello.
hey, I know it's
Hi.
towards the end of the evening, but how about we take a really quick break here?
Okay, let's get some water. I've been
Yep,
talking
exactly.
for 2
Yeah, me
hours
too.
explaining things. So
Okay, quick break. We'll be
And
back in 3 minutes to do ISA.
all right.
Gotta do those.
I will
those
cue
commercials
us
I
up here.
never see.
Well, yeah, actually, I want to run to the bathroom, and get some water.
Yeah.
I'm loading in now, by the way.
Okay, we'll
No
be there in
problem.
1 sec.
No
That's a
problem.
good idea.
I'm gonna grab some water, then I'll invite you to the team.
Yep.
Does this sound better?
Yeah, it actually does. Okay, so we
Okay.
are back, everyone. Thank you for being so patient.
I gotta change it for different streams apparently. Anyway, okay. Yeah, I tried to explain out whys on this stuff, but anyway, here we go. We got a full team.
Give me just a moment, please.
Sure.
Oh, no problem.
Got way too many conversations going on.
Oh, I know the feeling. It's like, but anyway, yeah, I try to explain why you do certain officers, why you look for certain traits on people. because all that does make all those little bits. It's like because somebody will look at this like space warfare, especially. What am I going to do? 1% extra damage. It all adds up.
Yep. Well, next Thursday, next Thursday, yeah. Definitely let's do Pimp My Tank, but it is the beginning of Risa.
Okay. All right, Kenobi. Thursday, we will bring out our tanks and we will pimp our tanks.
Works for me. All right, I think we got everybody here. Shall we do a little ISA?
Yes, we shall.
And somebody needs to parse.
Are you ready, Frost?
I'm upgrading 2 of my weapons. So.
Okay, let me beam up.
Okay. Well, hold off. We'll hold off for a moment.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to go up and check everything. So, Mr. Dave, this ship actually was in good shape. We've done some tweaks. Let's see how she responds. And then we can do the same thing on your other account.
Yep. Maybe there'll be another day which we will work on the other ship, considering there's about a half-hour show left. And
yeah, we're not going to get too much.
We're not going to get too much further on that one. But this one, you had a lot that was already there. All we did was probably a few tweaks, which when you do this, when you fly it, you're going to be the ultimate judge. I think you'll like what we did.
Mm-hmm. Let me save the loadout, though, because I lost one of the traits when I beamed up.
Yeah, that's going to happen. Let's throw the trait back on. And
so the other reason you want to go ahead and get your reputation done, Mr. Dave, is because there's extra boosts that you get for the reputation as well. Space reputation.
Yeah, whatever you are.
Okay, give me 1 sec.
We are educating. Too bad there are days which we're disqualified to be a very bad PE teacher.
Okay.
Can any of you guys like buy Zen or anything today?
There's no Zen to be bought apparently.
Apparently the market has tapped itself out.
So I
Nobody's selling any Zen new ships.
Yeah, people spend a lot of Zen on all the stuff. There's no Zen to buy. I mean, you can go buy Zen.
Yeah, I mean, you can go buy Zen, but you can't exchange dilithium for Zen.
Right.
Oh, that brings me back. I remember playing this game years ago. They did it pretty regularly.
I have 24-year-old cheddar cheese.
Ooh.
It is so good.
I bet. When I
drive
back and forth to Chicago.
2 more years in the U.S., you can kick it off of your insurance.
There's a dairy halfway back to Chicago that sells cheddar aged anything from 1 year to 10 years. And every now and then they have raw milk cheddar, and it's just, so good.
Yeah,
are you ready yet for us?
I'm
ready.
Alrighty.
Okay. Here we go.
Wee woo.
All right. Wee woo we go.
Everybody got a wee woo?
Mm-hmm.
I got a wee woo.
Okay. Because the other day somebody didn't get it.
Yeah. Usually if I hear a couple people going wee woo, I figure everybody got it. So, situation is quiet.
The situation is grim.
It's grim. The situation is grim.
No, the situation is quiet. I closed it. I closed it down before. The situation is. Oh no.
So this is just my personal preference, Mr. Dave, but I will send you one of my macros keybinds so that the ones that are assigned to officers here can go into the trays. And then you can set them up if you want to trigger automatically. But it's up to you. A lot of people like to do them manually.
Scanning the nanite transformer. Done.
Oh, crap.
There's no big man moving.
Well, somebody's got some firepower.
Yeah, I warned. I warned you the ship's apart around. I'm going to go the opposite side just to.
That's fine.
The Nenite probes can repair the transporters. Stop them.
Freaking generated.
A probe is closing in on the transporter.
I forgot to parse.
No. Seriously?
Seriously.
We have to do hive onslaught or something.
The probe is repairing a transporter. Destroy it quickly.
Screwed up on the side.
Yeah, shoot.
It's been a bad run. If it was private, I'd say volcano.
Switching to shield boost. Man, they are very mad at me.
Take care of that.
Are you tanking?
I'm trying, yeah.
That would explain it.
Simulate your culture and technology.
Said I forgot to turn the thing on for this one. Hey, I'm human.
No problems. No worries.
Well, Mr. Dave, you saw that run. How did you think it performed there? Because you flew this ship before, so.
Let me do something really quick here. That's not what I want. Taking it out on a really quick run. Well, you shouldn't die too much in this one. You've got some good defenses.
You got a lot of firepower.
Mm-hmm.
Those Starfleet.
I've been running this Strike at Sadia so much lately. I think I'll have a better idea of what we can do here.
Get clear!
Yeah.
Let's fire. Save Starfleet ship. I want to get to the bottom of this.
Seems like it's going pretty well.
Can tweak a few things in here, but overall not bad.
What do we need to tweak?
Let's see what we can do in terms of weapon haste, more power to it.
Yeah, well, we didn't look at his power levels.
Mm-hmm.
That's the other thing we didn't look at.
You know what? We also didn't look at the skill tree.
trip.
Here they come.
We'll take after this is done. We're gonna adjust your power levels a bit and your skill tree.
Yeah.
Because I don't think he's got maximum power to weapons.
No, he wasn't on maximum power to weapons. Oopsie. Let's put that on.
Good beam overload build. He's going to need a lot of power to weapons.
Yeah.
So. And I see you're down a little bit on the hull, but this is why you can see why I did why when we were doing the planning I did options for single target or torp spreads.
That's better.
And plus, the ship's going to fly differently than what we're used to, which is a lot of forward. This is kind of...
Yeah, that was my next thought, is rather than focusing the beams up on the front, it's really in that initial... What is it?
It's a broadside.
It's a huge broadside, yeah. Which is good in a big fight like this, but you have to fly differently. Hey, CG record. Good. I'm gonna miss your name up. So hi, CJ. How are you? And thank you.
Stream. Welcome to our stream.
Indeed.
CJ.
So, just so you know what's going on here, this is Mr. Dave's ship, and he has given us permission to mess with his ship today for Pimp My Starship Thursday. So we've taken his ship, gone through some of his equipment, some of his traits and skills to see how we can tweak it and make it more of the ship he wants it to be, which is what we do most Thursdays.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll help people who build anytime, but Thursdays is kind of a day where we will really sit down and try to go over stuff in detail with somebody. And then we find all of our years of work and for what we do.
Well, there's that moment of, oh, I hadn't thought about doing that on my ship. Because you see it work nicely on somebody else's.
Yeah, worked well on my Morgo.
Mm-hmm. I think for the sake of convenience, definitely looking at one of the keybinds.
Yeah. Learning to fly with a keybind is helpful. Because I'm good with a mouse, but I'm not good enough to activate 20 powers rapid fire one right after the other.
Well, yeah, ride pimping, if you will.
Yeah.
That's what I put
It is ride pimping.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I think next point is going to be. Next point, we might just go skip the spinning rims. Let's get to work.
We are the Kindiggets of space, if you will.
The Kindiggets?
Kindiggets, yeah. My husband loves watching that show where the people bring in their ships and they redesign them, redo everything, repaint them, rebuild them.
And sometimes, to a degree, that's what we end up doing here.
Yeah. Though I was teasing Mr. Dave, I was saying, yeah, you're bringing us your nice black supercharged Dodge Charger, and we're going to paint it pink. Neon pink.
Neon pink with
fuzzy dice.
Actual neon underneath that's pink.
That'd be cool.
It'll glow pink. But yeah, our efforts to fly your ship are not going to be as good as yours because a lot of mom ships, a lot of my ships are kind of built to point at something and murder it.
Yeah, this is a little bit more broadside, which isn't a bad thing. But when this is in beam overload, it is a thing of beauty, Mr. Dave. I don't know if you saw those last two sequences there of the forward phasers firing. Very nice.
Which is another reason why you need to click the emergency power of the photonic officer to get the cooldowns going. Which is why having keybinds are good.
Yes. So I'm going to give you some Romulan ones.
Yeah.
The thing with Romulan ones is there's not a lot of weapons in there. And there's not a lot of stuff that you necessarily want to buy for reputation. We can paint on the side of your ship. We're good with that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we made you some dilithium on top of everything else, more than we spent. Got a raid going on. Hey, Wolfie's raiding us. Hi, Wolfie.
Hey,
wow.
Wolfie.
You've got one of the old weekend event vouchers. That is so cool.
I sold mine off many moons ago.
Yeah, well, you can still use them. Let's see. I'm going to sort that out.
I think I was going through my tunes. You had 6th and 7th anniversary event vouchers, and you can't do anything with those.
Not anymore, no. I'm going to do one thing here, Mr. Dave. Well, use all these reward packages. Open them up.
They're there. Use them.
Yeah. I mean, you've already earned them. They're just going to sit there. If you're not sure what something is, click on the more details. Okay, so
many batteries that.
Oh goodness, you already had some of these. He's got an attack pattern Omega too, but we can't use it. Okay, yeah, that's in the O range. Okay, Mr. Dave, I'm putting all of these upgrades over here into your R&D. Normally that's where they're going to go. They should default to that position, but they didn't. And they're taking up space.
So that would just... Yeah, because you probably got them before they did that.
Yeah. So I just moved them over to where they're normally stashed now. Now you've got a little bit more room in here. Okay, you've got this. These are research projects here that you can use. They will get you experience to lithium R&D materials. Same thing here. This is another assignment. You can just open it up. It's a DOF assignment. Let's see if there's anything else. Who have you got stashed over here? Nothing exciting. Okay. Trying to see if there's anything in here that you really want to... I would just consolidate a lot of this stuff, but you've got the VIP mining claims. I would be using them. It's mining claim weekend. Might as well do it. And then you've got a ton of reputation pools. You can open them all up and run them. This is one you might want to use on your newer tunes, is the experience boost or bonus pool. And I've saved all of them from the last event, and I gave them to my new tunes and let them use them.
Used them on tunes where I needed to get more specialization points.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Got up here. Wow. You've got Lolonot prize vouchers from 2017 and 2018, and they're not good for anything anymore. If you got your ship, you got it. If you didn't get your ship, well, you didn't get it. Same thing for the anniversary commendations up here. So some of these aren't worth anything anymore because they're old, but kind of cool though. Yeah, he's got the old stuff. Yeah. Wow, the 6th anniversary prizes. Wow. Well, he's got multiple tunes, so he can share some of his consoles. Yeah, you've got some nice stuff in here, Mr. Dave, as I poke through it. Oh, look at that. He's got a raptor hatchling. That's so cute. Those are so hard to
It's so
get.
cute. Yeah.
All right, so let's look at the last thing we're going to look at, which is your
Power levels and
traits.
skill trees. Yep.
Yeah, skill tree. Hang on.
Well, I'm gonna call it a night then.
Oh, you're going to
Okay,
call it a
Wolfie.
morning.
Gotta crawl back into your hidey hole.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get some sleep, but so nice to talk to you. Thank you for being here today.
Not a problem, not a problem. I was doing some
Oh.
stream description there for a short while.
Well, thank you for being here. We appreciate it.
Bye.
There are a lot of things on the skill tree I think I would swap around.
Bye.
Night. Yeah, I'd probably put a little less focus on all the science that you've got in here.
I'd be working probably to get an ultimate tactical build in. He
Yeah.
did not choose me. He didn't choose any of these, but he didn't choose any of the bottom stuff either. Because that's all glowing.
Yeah, you should have the ability to retrain without using any of the specs. There should be some freebies floating around unless you've done this. And then,
If you want us to do the retrade, we can.
yeah.
But we will probably build it to what's a good DPS build.
Which I think is what Mr. Dave would like. Do it,
Yeah.
do it.
Okay.
You want me to clear
See if
it?
he's good. Clear it.
Okay.
If he's got
He's got a free.
retrain.
He's
Do
got
it.
18 tokens. Mr. Dave, you have 18 tokens. There we go. So we're going to use a freebie. Okay, so everything's cleared out. You have 46 space points and 10 ground. So let's do space first.
Yep. Always do space first.
Because ground's pretty straightforward. Mr.
Yep.
DT, you want to call it out?
Okay. We're going to work on the tactical trees first. So the first thing is the weapon. So the first thing on here, I'm looking at the general DPS meta right now.
Mm-hmm.
They do have all three in energy weapon and all three in projectile weapon training. And then we also see a lot in hull capacity because, especially since the meta's board TFOs, they do tend to strip your shields very quickly.
So we're doing energy and projectile, all three, correct?
Right.
Okay, what's next?
Next,
What's that, Frost?
I just had an incredibly evil idea.
Which is?
I take my my support carrier here. I put on my sentry gear.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I turn it into the spearhead class with 12 different pet frigates at the same time.
It's going to look like Van Marcus's Proto-Quacken with its cloud of pets around it. Oh, that's interesting.
The other thing in Lieutenant, generally speaking, most of the meta does all hull capacity, and that would be it for the Lieutenant skills.
Okay, hang on a second. Let me jump back up here. Okay, what are we... Yeah. What did you say again, DT?
All the hull capacity, click all three of those. Second column, Lieutenant.
Okay, hull capacity selected.
I really need to pay attention to patrols before I do them.
So are we up to Lieutenant Commander?
We're up to Lieutenant Commander. We don't care about defensive. We care about all three in targeting expertise.
Okay.
Generally, also on Lieutenant Commander will be all three impulse.
Okay.
And then EPS flow.
Okay. All three? Or
and
what?
no,
Okay.
the top one and then the one on the left.
So improve DPS flow?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's generally 2 insides, but we'll hold off on that for a bit.
Okay. I'm down
Next
to...
one, next one, Lieutenant Commander,
That was
just all the tactical.
that was Lieutenant
Or,
Commander.
Commander, I should say.
All tactical?
Yeah. I'm on a run, so the names are different, so...
Okay.
Okay, now we should be down to Captain.
We're at
correct?
Captain, yes.
Okay, we want all of the long-range targeting sensors, which would be the science, and then all the tactical.
All three on the long range?
Yeah, all 3 on the long range. Ups your damage the more distance you have, so that's always good.
Hang on, we've got to burn 2 more points before we can get Captain.
Okay, go back up. Go back up to. Go back up to basically Lieutenant Commander.
Okay.
Hit control expertise and improve control expertise. I'll give you your 2.
Okay. Now we're down to Captain. And what were you saying on Captain again?
All the tactical. All of the long-range targeting sensors.
Okay.
And then generally in engineering, just the offensive subsystem tuning.
Okay, now we got Admiral open.
Admiral open, be all the tactical, which will then I'll give you Bob unlocks in a bit. And that should complete your thing to all the way to the ultimate.
Okay, we still have 5 points left.
Yep, I will tell you where those go.
Okay.
Next points will be warp core potential and improved warp core potential on Admiral.
So warp core potential and improved?
Improved warp. Yeah.
Okay. 3
then
points.
the other thing, yes, the last 3 points usually for a lot of the meta builds are exotic particle and the captain.
Okay. Is that where we want to go with this one?
Yeah,
Okay, all 3?
all 3. Because I think mostly people do that because it's a place to put it.
Okay, so now we've got our ones on the bottom row.
Right.
So let's start with the top one. Hangar health or battery expertise?
Battery.
I would imagine so for this one.
Actually, first one would be threat control. So you're right. No, the first one in tactical is usually through. Oh, you're at the top. Yeah. Yeah.
Let's start with
Battery.
Okay.
Second one at the top will be hull capacity. Oh, you're going down. Oh, you're going straight
I'm going
down.
across.
Okay,
No, I'm going across. Now I'm at threat control or hangar weaponry.
It would be threat control.
I would imagine. Okay, now there we go. Why is that not liking me? Let's try that again. It's being a little snargly today.
Usually I do second space personally, as far as the science.
Okay, hang on a second there. There we go. Sector space.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you click on it, it stays up. I noticed.
Yeah.
All right. Next one will be maximum hull capacity on engineering. Tactical.
No.
Yeah, it's
Oh, and on engineering?
top row is engineering.
Yeah, we already did top row.
Okay, you got them both. Okay, so we're just in tactical.
So now we're down at
projectile critical chance.
Okay.
Then next one will be energy critical chance.
Accuracy or defense?
Usually go accuracy.
Okay.
And then last ones are the focused frenzy. You're going. There's only There's only going to be 3 total. So
one of each, right?
Right. Could be one of each because first one you click is 1, then there'll only be 2 after the next one, and etc. Easy. But you'll get that whole.
Okay. So let's do our ground super quick. All right, weapons proficiency, endurance training.
Usually we fill out that whole tree on the weapons proficiency.
It gives you 4 left. Got a preference?
My preference, and this is personal, usually I put 3 in the kit, which is just the top 3 in the kit performance, and then 1 in the endurance training for health. That's usually what I do. Some people do all the kit stuff, some people do all the endurance.
I've moved to doing more kit lately.
Yeah, I moved to doing more kit.
Okay. So let's see.
As far as specializations, that's an engineer. It's going to be different than what I can do. So,
yeah,
Mr. Dave, your job will be going into all the specializations that you have available and pick out what you want.
Yeah, it really depends on how you like to play. Is it turrets or mines?
Right.
Is it
device expertise or willpower?
Yeah.
Because turrets or mines are skills you can train other people. So.
Right, and it really doesn't matter. It's just how you play. I mean, I know exactly how I do mine, but you play your own. And it's just go through and click this row and decide which ones you want.
Yeah.
That one's super easy. Don't forget to do it. Okay, I think, because okay, hold on. Mr. Davis right here. He's going to do this.
Yeah. All right.
Oops. All of our traits disappeared.
When we cleared CJ, this is something that's been posted online a lot of times from augmented dictators. So
yeah, Augie's got some.
Augie's done some great builds. He's like number 3 on the DPS chart, and I've seen on a lot of different builds from a lot of different people using the same tree. I even use the same tree on my engineer.
So, Mr. Dave, willpower or device expertise?
As for the ground, that I got from somebody else because you don't see a lot of ground builds. So,
quick fix or shield recharge? Very good so far. So far, I agree with your choices.
Yep.
Improved crouch or improved aim?
I know what I would take.
I know which one I'd take, too. Yeah.
Yes.
Definitely go with the aim. Okay. Shield generator fabrication or medical generator fabrication?
And remember, these are skills that you will be able to build manuals that you can train your bridge officers in. So,
oh, I'm sorry, shield. My bad.
Yep.
Didn't see you typed it there.
We're not going to respect that.
Furious Footwork, plus 20 run speed for 5 seconds when attacking with melee, or Fatal Fist, attacking with melee inflicts a debuff of negative 20 damage resistance on any foe.
I know what I'd pick.
I know which one I'd pick. Which one are you going for, DT?
Fists.
Yeah, me too. The reason of being able to run faster when you're in melee is like, what?
There's a lot of stuff that there's a lot. There's even weapons now that give you a little bit of a charge at somebody. So
Yeah. Okay, cover shield or equipment diagnostics.
I'm going to give you an. I'm going to tell you here. Equipment diagnostics is a very underrated power.
It is, but given my choice, I tend to be a shield person.
I don't like training officers in cover shield. They spam it.
That's a really good point. Okay, I agree. I prefer the cover shield, but I've gotten caught in my people's shields on occasion. Improved flank damage or an improved flank resistance. This is one. All depends on how you play. I.e., do you think you're going to hit them better? Okay.
Yeah. Like I said.
You can argue that one both
before,
ways.
Yeah.
Okay,
It
combat
really is.
supply or support drone fabrication?
I know what I tend to do as an engineer.
Mm-hmm. Support drone?
Yes. Yes.
I'm
That's what I
agreeing
do.
with all of
Drone.
your choices so far, Mr. Dave. Offensive mastery or defensive mastery?
I think we know which way he's going to go. He should go here.
Based on his previous choices and what you've got the rest of the tree set up, I know how I'd go with this one. Duh.
Duh, off.
Duh had it. You had it with duh. Okay.
Yep.
So you're not bad there.
You're pretty well set. Next point, be going into space, like adjusting your power levels.
Okay, I'm going to take us up because I need to redo
Yeah.
all the traits that disappeared. Let's see if they reload from the loadout. They should.
50-50.
Yeah, I know. When we did the reset, oops, thought we beamed up. My bad.
Question for you, Mom.
Hi.
As we are getting close to the end here, and we'll
Yeah.
get your ship. We'll finish your ship setup. I'm gonna. Do you want to rate? Do you want to rate a Star Wars Old Republic, or do we want to rate Grumpy tonight?
Oh, let's raid Grumpy. We haven't raided him for a while. And
Okay.
he gave us a lovely shout out the other night, so let's go ahead and raid
Yes.
him.
We will rate him.
Okay.
Okay.
Providing he's still on by the time my game
He should
reloads.
be.
My
Yeah.
game's just going, I don't know. I'm so tired.
But Mr. Dave and everybody, we're going to finish up here before we do the raid. So.
Yeah. Oops. Close your eyes, everybody. There we go.
I take it there was a hiccup.
Yep.
Yeah, I had one a little bit. I had one a couple moments ago too. So I'm not good. But considering I got stuff to do after the stream is done tonight, I won't be staying in game for once.
Yeah. I'm going to do my Tholians and then I've got to go to bed because I'm going back to Chicago tomorrow.
Yeah.
What's the current meta for specs for a beam build? Miracle Worker Strategist or Intel Strategist? Used to Torps.
You can use both, but if you're using Torps too, I'd go Miracle Worker Strategist.
I tend to go Miracle Worker even without the Torps.
Actually, no. The meta and the specializations. Intel Strategist or Intel Temporal.
Okay.
Depending on if your weapons have a damage over time effect. If they have a DOT effect, then Temporal is a better way to go.
Musin's going Intel Strategist.
Yeah, Intel Strategist. Okay. Yeah, Miracle Worker is a very it's a nice skill, but it's a very tanky skill.
Ooh, everything went bye-bye.
Yeah. Okay, well, we did it once, we'll redo it again.
Yeah. Nope. That's amazing. Okay.
Yeah, I told you that thing's been borked for a bit.
Yeah, let's do.
Because according to their readout, when you load the thing up, it's supposed to save all your traits and Sometimes it does, but we respect here that might not happen.
Okay, so we added beam barrage. Do we want to change from beam training to beam barrage?
Yeah,
Okay.
barrage is good.
Let's see. Still doing fleet coordinator. EPS manifold
Mhm.
efficiency.
It's power.
Okay.
Given the limited points we have, that's power's good.
We did
Doing
in
beam training too, because I stack.
Okay. Let's see. Got some other good ones down here. Got living
I know we have.
hull.
That's a good heal.
Yeah, we don't have a lot of heals in here, so regenerative control synergy.
I don't even remember what that does off the top of my head.
Regenerate from activating control bridge officer abilities.
There's no. Yeah, he's got control in there. Yeah, why not?
Yeah, it's not huge, but it's something.
Operative is, of course, a given.
Okay, we've got one to go. Thrill Seeker?
I kind of want him to have as much power as we can get him. I'm
Okay.
thinking Warp Core potential.
How about Warp Core Theorist?
Yeah, Warp Core Theorist.
Okay. Let's see. So for our starship traits.
Oh, Innocuous for the core. Yeah, we forgot about Innocuous. Let's change out Regenerate Control for Innocuous. That helps his crit.
Okay. Oops.
If he's not in threatening stance, his crit goes up.
So which one are we taking out? Regenerative?
Yeah.
And adding Innocuous. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, starship traits we've got.
All right.
Let's see. Cold-hearted.
Yeah. Let's roll that on.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I think we had built last.
I think so, because, yeah. The
weapons cost.
Yeah.
Okay, not a lot in here. Evasion specialist? No, we don't have emergency.
No, we didn't have that.
No.
We have yeah, we did give Aurora as an option emergency powered engines.
Okay.
So that could be an option. But
okay. I think we did down but not out. We got one more for the Constitution trait. Going the extra mile, heals are more effective and can add hull capacity. Innocuous for the crit, yes.
Yeah, we did that.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, CJ, you reminded me, and I'm watching this on as much lag as you, so it's kind of hard for me to, especially when I'm not logged into the game, to see what anything is on anything.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's get back here. Let's resave that. Okay.
Yeah, Kenobi. Yeah, I'm doing Intel Temp. I'll have to take a look at his specializations too on his skills later.
Yeah, Musin, it is a DPS beam build. Beginnings of it. We don't have a lot of options.
It's lack of options, Musin.
Yeah. He hasn't gotten a lot of the traits and skills that he will be developing, so we're going with what we've got right now. We'll keep adding to it as we go along. So, use what you got. You want to take a run out there, DT? Can we do ISA?
Check the cooldown. I can log back in game.
Hang on.
Cooldown.
No wonder I'm having fun here. It's only on ground. Duh. Where the heck is it? Yeah, we're cooled.
Okay. Yeah, we can do it. Yeah, we can try to do a quick run. Check it out.
Sure.
I'll parse this one.
Okay. Would anyone like to join us for a really quick ISA? Yep, quick run.
I'll do it. Hold on. Oh, wait. I did it wrong. Hold on. There we go.
There you go. Thank you.
Like to team, Mom, throw the X up, so because again, I don't have them on my list. I should, but I've just been.
If I team, will you parse it? Oh, you're already on a team. You already got him. That's good.
I started teaming it, so yeah,
Okay,
I can
cool.
parse it. It's a single key for parse. I just forgot to hit it last time.
Okay.
That's all. That's really all it was. I've been. So if you throw up an X for me,
I got an X
there
for
you
you.
go. Anybody else? Quick. Yeah, it's gonna be quick.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Musin, he's been away for a while. Looks like there's not a lot to work with yet.
While not intending to do it, Mr. Dave, please notice that you're about halfway done on repairing the hull of teammates. Nicely done, sir. Without intending to do it, you did it.
Yeah. Okay, anybody else? Not, I'm just going to queue this thing and let's see how...
Give me 1 second. Let's see if we got one thing here. Yeah, I'm going to say the next big thing is going to be making sure you've got keybind.
Yep. The other thing... Oh, yeah, look at his power levels. Max out the weapons. Because we were running into power issues last time.
Yeah. Okay.
Next point, generally for a lot of people, will end up being engines.
Okay.
All right.
I'm good.
Okay, I'm going to... All right, you ready to queue?
I'm ready.
Everybody ready to queue?
Ready.
All right, I'm just going to... I say queue.
Do it! Wee woo!
Wee woo?
So, Mr. Dave,
Log
after you...
readers on.
Okay. If you like the way this flies, Mr. Dave, then you can use this as a template and take most of the concepts over to
Your other
Zoe.
ships.
But don't forget, Zoe is sitting on 2 honored dead.
Yeah.
You might want to pull one of those honored deads over here.
Replace Living Hull with that.
Mm-hmm. Honored dead's an awesome, awesome trait. And you did say you're parsing, right, DT?
Yeah, parse is on.
Sorry.
Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Ooh, somebody's got some power.
Is this an ISA again?
Yep.
Yeah.
Maybe it's you that's got the power now, Mr. Dave. Well, I got you up to 42,000 on your hull heal, so that's pretty darn good.
And I'm looking at the parse now.
Okay.
I'm grabbing the parse now, so.
Don't move, DT.
$31K.
Ha! Not bad. Not bad.
Now in ISC where I wasn't using batteries, I'm not going to say where my Origo was. But for an IS, hey, that wasn't bad. We're in for it.
Not bad at all.
Now remember, Mr. Dave, you don't even have keybinds on here. Keybinds.
Yeah. Oh, keybinds would have been
them,
so nice on here.
You might have gotten 50, 60K on that.
Yeah, because I'm manually triggering everything, and you would have done a lot better. So the only thing I would have manually been triggering is the rally point marker. Some of the heals, because I do like to do them differently.
Yep, and but you would have had the cooldown. You would have
had Domino. Domino would have been triggering a lot faster too.
Yep, you would have probably had your Aux Tibet and your full-time officer in there.
Yeah.
Which would have meant that your powers would start cooling down a little faster. And
so, Mr. Dave, you know how to put in a keybind? And if not, send me your email address. I will send you the one that Ed wrote for me, which is called Carl.
If you send her your email address.
And what it'll do is it'll trigger everything just off your space bar, so you get a sequence of 20 things just going right down from having your space bar pressed.
But as points here, we've ran a bit over here.
Okay.
It's been fun, though.
Yeah, it has been fun.
I want to thank Mr. Dave for letting us play with this ship.
Thank you, Mr. Dave. That was fun. Yeah,
Thank
tomorrow's fine.
everybody for watching us.
Yeah, thank you all for being here tonight. We appreciate it very much. Mr. Dave, I'm going to keep your ship for about 10 minutes just to finish off your Universal Endeavor. And I'll get it back to you as soon as we're done. But we're going to go raid Grumpy.
Yep, I want to say for everybody, thank you, good night. We will catch you. Mom might catch you tomorrow. We'll catch you. And as a group, we'll catch you on Monday.
Okay. Take care, everybody.
Mondays don't exist.
Bye.